business meetings, the schedule, and all that.
Exactly. This.
Okay, so Jer is crippled. So Jer has to go up and down all these stairs and can't look at. The house is not fucking mobility skinny friendly. It's buddy, the fish tank. This is when it was getting installed. So I don't know.
Older video.
Yes, this is older. So this is, we can understand the treacherous conditions for wheelchair in his home now that he's in a mobility scooter.
What
I know.
a dirty waste of fucking money.
The power chair. He's gonna need a fucking elevator is what he's gonna need. Okay, so now Jer, for whatever reason, right, so he's blown out his knee. The doctors give him an MRI. They give him oxycodone. So Jer is now openly admitting during his videos to popping oxys and tweeting while popping oxys. Which coincidentally is now time, no, I'm not kidding. It's timed with him going on a massive flagging spree where Luther Morgan, Alyssa Clips, Duty, a bunch of clip channels are all getting strikes for making fun of Jer during the time when he's popping pills.
This is everything I've dreamed of, Ash. This is like.
I know, I actually didn't really think it would go this good.
And the genie came out, and I go, alright, 3 wishes. I want a chair, crippled. I want him to be a drug addict and open about it, and I want him to be poor. Your wish is my command.
It's not it's the monkey paws. You will lose your clip channel.
Yeah.
Deal.
You'll make tons of money, and multiple good channels will emerge. Oh, what's the catch? Nothing. Okay.
Got multiple stories related to this one story.
Hold on, where's Little Man?
Days. Thanks for
Hold on a second.
this one story.
We gotta get Little Man.
Text to any.
How fares the
No,
search?
here's up the video. Like,
Progress. My reports should be with you.
like,
Great all fires as he sounds defeated.
Doodles.
Yes, he does. But he
Doodles,
sounds
get in
like
here.
every-
Tay is otherwise
Doodles, get in here.
at my
He wants to quit. Like, he's trying to find any way out with this knee injury, but we're going to find out that there's no easy way out for Jer, and he's chained to this for the rest of his life.
yes,
Unless he's going to take it out and admit to losing, which he's never going to do.
it's like the weeping bull from Obsession.
deeds of his grace.
That's right, it's bad.
Try
to add some additional context by videos these days. Thanks for all the well wishes on
Cyril here, with overseeing the investigation
there are no well wishes. And he's like,
findings from
everybody was celebrating, which never happens. You know, like, even when, like, the basketball player you hate has an injury, you're like, oh, okay, I feel bad. Like, I've never seen anyone celebrating the injury like this. Other than, I guess, with Ralph. This is far more widespread. You know, that was more niche, you know. My injury,
I see.
don't have any update yet, because America.
Associates I have
But because America, and because America, he's so
That won't be a
stupid.
problem.
Does he think there's anywhere else on Earth where he would get results faster? Like, he thinks he's getting results faster in a universal system? Like, can he name the country that would get him the results? And these little round pills
This token.
make me taste colors, so okay, I guess he's on the round pills that are making him taste colors. I'm sorry, he's just,
Feel themselves
he's just,
valued.
Come here.
If there is nothing further. No. You are dismissed.
it's nice. And we haven't.
Oh, you guys don't have enough content, right?
So go to the next,
Okay.
where he's now going to tell us where these pills are. Well, actually, so he starts flagging, right? So flagging alert.
Flagging alert.
Jimmy struck down Luther Morgan's clip of the casino reaction to his video. Well, Luther is not going to take this shit lying down. Okay? So Luther starts appealing. Goes, looks like this is still a thing. I uploaded Kino Casino's clip of reacting to my video, got flagged for being up for 10 minutes. So Jer is so desperate. He has Google Alerts enabled for his name. And anytime a video comes out against him, he immediately goes and reports it. Because there's no way that anybody else got this video taken down with the intent of it being uploaded.
Well, he can get all the subscribers and we have said it so many times.
Doodles.
He said before this video was taken down,
Doodles.
he had this reporter is watching the shit out of Kino Casino and I. Jeremy, if you are reading this, get help. He says this is up on Rumble. Watch it for yourself and tell me if there is harassment and cyberbullying. 12:30.
Okay.
It's not. YouTube has remixed
No Doodles.
the video and she was struck down. Bitch! Check it out. Well, you still can. So do you want to know why it was taken down?
For what?
Because we said Jared was killed. Griff. You can't say. So Jared flagged it, knowing that's one of the words that you're not allowed to say. Smoke shows.
Hey Doodles, you coming?
It's fucking ridiculous. So, I want to I don't care about something.
God. I mean, on the contact that you do when he was like demonetized, and God, more video clips. Or his video and from the fourth person, reinstated without how to work each other.
Yeah, so you keep going here, we'll see some more of Hamley's behavior. So duty here. So the bitch Corden reported my video for cyberbullying. Little does the bitch know I have my own non-Indian YouTube contact. This is the third video of mine he's taken down, and the third video I got reinstated. In conclusion,
Is the city fallen?
Suffer Jer, suffer Bish.
so Don Flaherty points this out. It's pillar time, folks. It's either Miller time or pillar time. Cornery, self-admitted addictive personality, is now posting about popping oxys. This comes as he's been rambling on X for the past 2 days, and in the midst of a massive flagging spree as well. So let's have a look at some of Jared's tweets about being high.
Flagging people doesn't help anything.
And now he's high. He's high on his mind on drugs. He's fucking hard. So he says that he's reviewing this song, A Dark, this show or movie, A Dark Song. And he says it's a 7.75 to a normie. But on the Jared scale, it's 8.75. But since he's on oxys, it's a 9.5 out of 10.
18 likes in 2 hours.
Oxycodone! Oxycodone!
18 likes in 2 hours? How? Well, his own audience is like, what the fuck is he posting?
He doesn't have an audience, that's why. Then here he is crashing out about Sean Ryan, saying he's a soulless half, he's on pills.
Okay.
Sounds
And then here he is talking about Sting. He's trying to get a hold of Eddie to get us banned again. Hey Eddie, does your site allow people at sit-and-go tournaments? Like, he thinks that he's such a big deal that he can get a personal audience with Eddie every time he snaps his finger to explain why he should gamble and stake.
And
Like, it's so obvious. It's so obvious, though, he's trying to get us banned on camera. Yeah, he's high on pills. Like, that's what this is. Straight up.
And he thinks you're a bum, chair. How about them apples?
Is that who I think?
So,
Yes.
he says here, first of all, he goes, I will now have to wait another 3 to 4 days for the results of the MRI chair.
Joshua.
Everybody has to wait 3 or 4
Friends told me
days
all
for the
about
results of
you.
their
Or
MRI.
even listening most of the
It's
time.
not especially
Things
what
we don't.
months. If you
Yeah.
get right here, like, you know what I mean?
Like, there's no option in other countries, like with universal systems, to get a same-day MRI. You're on a wait list for months, and then it can take weeks to get your fucking results.
So he's on a wait list, the fucking fat wait.
So, because he blames America. So then he goes, it sucks. Not great for the anxiety. There's snowflakes talking about his anxiety on the internet. I have no idea how bad the injury is, and no idea if it's getting worse. Going to be a stressful fourth. Hopefully I can blow some stuff up
So is it
tomorrow.
Kashika being controlled?
Oh,
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue.
Hey,
Doubt they returned.
Stop giving
Every
provide
last one of them.
movie reviews
Your man
and
here
enjoy
is
these
true
wonderful
pride.
little round pills that make me
We
taste
saw more
colors
than a
and
few
smell
in the
sound.
city.
So
They
he
moved
just
in
loves
ranks
the
with a
pills.
purpose,
That's like
and
something
not
that
at their
you say
own.
when you're in, like, college.
Ultima's doing.
College, dude, you're 40
Perhaps.
That's cringe, bro.
What of the city?
He's just a fucking pill-headed bum.
Yeah, you're
Okay?
fucking
Dead,
bum.
mostly.
Mostly,
So
but not
then he
all.
says
A
he
handful
may
managed
stream
to
here
lock
in a few
themselves in their
minutes.
villas
He's
before the
expecting
horde
to have to
arrived.
go back into the hospital
Some in the
tomorrow.
merchants' district
I
to
guess
the
if I
west
get my
and a few
results,
others
so I
on
should
the
probably
far
work
bank.
ahead, see you in like 20. So this is now where he, by the way, before getting any
If
of
the
his
Akashics
MRI
stumble across
results,
either hiding
he
place,
immediately panics
a
and
few
like
bolted
cancels his
doors won't
show,
hold them for long.
changes his plans for everything. Like imagine like you're Melanie Mack or like Chrissy Mayer, who's now agreed to go to work for him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like pulling the plug on shit, and then
We split
brings
into
like
two
the next
parties.
day, and you have no idea if you have
I
a
will
job
head
or
to the merchants'
not.
district,
Like it's
while you
fun.
look to those
It
across the
really
river.
is. So before we get to that though,
Thank you,
quickly,
Beno, my
as
brother.
it'll tie into the later revelation of the new
We
co-host,
find the villa and try to
Chrissy
sell
Mayer,
the entrance.
removed from the Friday Night Tights intro. Here we have the way they've handled it. They've just disappeared her. No talk of it. It's just
Miss
gone.
Religion could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Yeah.
Then you better work
This
fast.
is the way they handle it,
Even if
and
we do
she's
reach the
removed the
survivors in
mentions
time,
of Friday
we'll
Night
never
Tights
make
from
it
her
to the
Twitter
hideaway
bio.
foot.
So Jared
Leave that
today
to me.
promised that he had a new full-time co-host, which means like 5 days a week.
See that Mid doesn't get
So I
himself
think
into
it's
trouble,
Chris.
would you?
Now I can't imagine that he's going to pay Chris
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
$2,500. It might be Hannah Claire's spot if it was 4 times.
Oh, God.
It'll probably be so. He's probably going to pay Chrissy $2,000 a week for this in order to show solidarity in own Friday Night Tights. That's what I guess is happening, but I wouldn't be surprised though if he's like, I can't afford it, and it's $100 a day. But Chrissy will probably take $50 a stream because she's completely broke and irrelevant.
Wait, you can keep 50% of the donuts. Imagine.
Yeah.
Keep 50% of the donuts. It's like 50 cents.
So it is crazy to me because Chrissy completely disappeared from the art, and everybody like left her alone.
Yeah.
But I guess she's just realizes that the only way she can survive on the internet is to be a little cow in a punching bag for trolls getting hate donuts. It's a pretty lowly path to take, Chrissy. I'm not gonna fucking lie, but
Where's
if you
Doodles?
want that, I get
Woo woo.
fucking bald, like bog bitch, and it's over. And you gotta squeeze the last few drops out that you can before you're forced off the internet for good. But you gotta do what you gotta do, more. You know that you get down on your fucking knees in public restrooms and shit. So I can't imagine it's anybody else. So anyway, get prepared for that this week, probably on Thursday. But Jared doesn't even know, which is great. We'll find out. So here we go. Now we gotta move to what's mine to say hundreds of things. Like the world comes. Survive downtown Toronto for a day, they'll probably be mugged and die. Like, and then we'll never eat the Jack no YouTube chat is actually just a running commentary of comments. Music will post a comment on the video. That's your last chat. And that's why this issue exists, because it's not real chat, it's a real chat. Like, if fix the issue, it's to continue. It's not a chat. It's just a running line of chat comments, which is cool. Only you, and they never bother. Real chat, bro. You're not even that smart. You have no fucking idea what you're doing. They think you're smart. But the people who fucking why not? Why not? Worry about not even smart, supremely pro-life people. Not smart. In reality, you're dumber than everyone else thinks. Chat stuff to you, okay? So, what his goal is, you have to try to find things and flood the chat. Already had my box on it, doesn't work. Hey, I have to put my trick on. Enforcement. It's supposed to really prevent people from being able to communicate because the chat's blood. So it's broken right now. Now, someone, there has been a way to unleash it. No one's sending this information. If there's no line
Come here.
did, right? Then if I were to not bring it back, it should be said, right?
Sure.
You would think. I don't need a live jack. This descent into madness, bro. Where he's so slowly loses his mind completely over the course of the day. You're watching right now, the chat will disappear. Because I removed it. So you would think, oh, now if I bring it back, that'll just reset the whole fucking thing, right? You really think it's going to? Let's find out. Live chat, keep live chat, survey, live chat, see? The chapter comes back, and it's the same chapter. Instead of people saying, oh, they deleted chat, and now they made a new one, it just brings back the same chat that's already frozen. What idiot coder would make it like like literally, whoever coded the YouTube chat room, how about you code your own chat room? How about you make your own YouTube? No, maybe you can't. You're not making fucking anything. Yeah. That's pretty much the extent of what I can do. To freeze or unfreeze the chat, there's literally no other button anywhere to mess with.
Yo, Eli, what's up, man?
So, because of that, I don't.
I was hoping my stream was still going on and we didn't have any issues.
Someone playing. My dad has to want to get out.
I didn't get a notification.
Well, yeah, I'm not super surprised. It is the fourth thing I've done today. Because I had 2 videos, the other live and this live. So sometimes that notification won't send out.
Them dying, bro. You get Sonic. Send it to me so I can test it.
It's hit and miss sometimes with YouTube, honestly.
5 errands and end up 7.
I assume you have it set up where all notifications are on, not just some. So, I don't know.
The test anything at this point to try to get it unfucking frozen.
I'm sure that's why Sam probably won't be here.
It froze. Frozen. Okay? It was this nasty Jerkins, which of course is some kind of a stupid sock account, saying, Bill will always show it, never stop his grind. So it's like a troll comment, right? And then it just froze. So nothing there. That's not a bunch of characters. That shouldn't have flooded the chat. So someone typed a bunch of characters, and it floods the chat so bad, their message doesn't even pop up.
We're A-logging DSP while playing.
So now how do we fix that? The answer is no. Like, you saw it come in here, like, I'm putting up here, man. No, I'm trying to do it, though. Because it seems like no options here to fix anything. I can prove the chip. But if I do everything back, it's literally done. At the same time, it's all frozen. Just get a punch out. Maybe even a child is good. It's just the people who code for YouTube. You're supposed to be the creator of the prompt. Ivy League trained, making the big buck. You're fucking idiots. They don't know what they're doing. And we're
How professional they was. Among something I drink that.
right? Their coding is the basis of how we're going to be living. This is how we're going to make a living.
Is the DSP.
Yeah, it's Kino Casino making fun of DSP.
I know that person.
He's complaining how YouTube chat keeps freezing on him.
They have to end backwards with you. I'm going to make a living. Just go get a fucking job. What's this son of a lion? Fucking coffee, bro. But quite honestly, I don't know what to do here, right? I'm not sure if I should do this or not. But 1 year, it's only going in. Now, you could take this 1 year, South Oh, I think we will. Here's what we're going to do. Okay?
Let's see. This way.
Here. I'm going to make another stream right now live. It'll be 1 year sub only mode. Please come over to the stream. Even if you're not 1 year sub, please come over to the stream. Because what I think is, no, is at some point just change it to not be 1 year sub only. Does that make sense? But I'll just do it random. And International Finals showcase the most popular prospects in the world. So, and then hopefully this person won't just keep sitting here trying to fucking do it nonstop.
Am I going backwards?
You know, I can't. If this person's literally going to sit, tell me what.
Why tell us here?
I don't think I am because there's potions sitting out here. But there was dead people sitting there too.
Let me tell you what I was planning all along.
24/7 on my stream, trying to freeze them. There's nothing I can do about it. But if I just randomly change it from different timings and mode, maybe we can catch it so that, yeah, we have to start 1 year sub only, but then we can change it later. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what I'll do. Let me make another stream right now, everybody. It's going to be titled the same thing. I think I'll just get rid of the level 1 podcast. I'll have it say,
Son of a bitch, I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong direction.
I already do. Like, no exaggeration. Everything that they recommend I do, I've already done. They say, you turn on slow mode. My slow mode is always on. Turn on strict comment moderation. That's already on. And it's...
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
For me, but now...
I haven't even noticed Breaking Banquet making any content anymore. So, I mean, if the goal is to starve him out,
So
I guess that he's doing that.
I'm not going anywhere. I keep streaming as long as I want. It's like having a jar of ants. It's basically the concept. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's not this. It's like, we're gonna fucking be a miserable loser, lonely,
Yeah.
having zero impact on anyone around you for the rest of your life.
Zero impact except for your chat.
Except for on film. There's such a users, they have like a massive impact on film and causing crash out every day.
You don't make an impact on anyone except for this right now. Thousands of people laughing.
There we go.
Simply have to make another stream and I'm going about my merry way. So this is like saying, right? You don't impact me by stuffing me in the locker. Sooner or later, the janitor will come and let me out. And then what? You'll put me back in, but then the janitor will let me out again. So, really? Okay. End this first stream, and everyone come over to the video. Okay, so I'm gonna do this right now. Is the chat still working? Or did it just die? Because we need to know it's still working before I get started. Because if there's no free in everyone here, so I'm only going if the chat's gonna continue to free. You know what they're saying? If there's nothing. But if it's a warning, they can leave it on for now. It sucks again, so okay. I apologize. You've seen it, you just saw it happen live again. There's not much I have to know about that. This is shit. It really is. Like, I like having all of you guys here. I know that many of you guys who've been enjoying my content recently are now 1 year subscribers. And I like having newcomers come by and hang out and be a part of the community. And it means so sad. Yeah, even if this was frozen for the next 5 years, it would really have zero effect on because it's the same two mentally deficient fucking players. You know what I mean? And it's like, the other people, they are people that are also like a part of the ecosystem and know how it works, so they'll or those fucking whatever. There's no action. It's not like there's stuff like fun. So the only time it happens is when like we'll come in and dump a bunch of tourists or pull a bunch of fucking tourists in and then they're there for maybe a week or two, maybe a month or two. There's maybe a couple people that stick around for a bit, and that's about it, right? So it's, other than those circumstances, which are extremely rare, there is no growth at all.
Yeah.
It's fucking like, I'm not gonna lay you back. I'm gonna club. It's my hairy ass. I'm gonna, you know, get out of it down. As always, and just continue on. So,
Shit.
are you better than you thought you could tell it's just better than someone else? Yeah, we're gonna continue with Poland. We're just going to do, start getting set up. You would think they would have figured out that in 18 years, how you stop me, they can't. They really think after 18 years they're going to find a way to like stop it. They really think that they're trying to stop it. I think that what they want is exactly what you're giving them right now, which is for you to be miserable, see things, spy for coping, whatever you want to call it.
Coping and seething. You are what you are.
And you still really get that.
Alright guys, I gave you the game you want.
I can tell you this right now, you know, right? First way of getting what you want is to tell them that they're going to do what you say and like that. Nobody's going along with that except for the most fine, broken, unborn people. So you're like, you brainwashed and everything. And with everybody else, nobody has to take shit off of you. You're the bottom of your more the time than everybody else.
I was gonna sub to DSP, but he doesn't stream anything good.
No, it's much funner to watch the detractor stuff of DSP.
Yeah, they are.
Because they'll clip out all the stuff where he gets mad and upset. And that's really the goal of the content, not really his gameplay.
You're not me, and I will continue to top everything you've ever done in life tenfold. And there's nothing you can do about it. Just deal with it.
I tried watching regular DSP also. It's too boring.
For 18-year career. Does that make us better than you, though? It does, technically, but...
You have to sift through for the nuggets. There's so many detractors that can clip it together so much better. It's like the same reason I don't watch LolCow. I could just go to Aussie Cobb and get the highlights. And not have to sit there and be bored 90% of the time for the good 10%.
Oh, you guys are delayed, that's why. You guys are delayed like 30 seconds. We don't need 20 second delay, that's all. LolCows think very highly of themselves, thinking they're on the same level as Hollywood celebrities. But for like totally it's a cult. And it's like creating us versus that mentality. Just detractors, they're mean and they're evil. Like they're painted as the absolute most evil people on earth. There's no justification for anything they do. They're miserable, they're inherently evil, but it's dehumanizing propaganda, right? It gets called detraction. And then internets are mean, positive, chill, all together, and we need to make this money. We need to hit these goals. You need to get your reward. And don't listen to those clips. They're out of context. It's control of information, where it's like you're not allowed to know what the truth is outside of the fucking phone. And he also wants like your money, but he wants like a very extreme amount of your money. Like it's not just enough to give $5, your $10 there. The only people that have any value to Phil are the people who give everything that they have. Like Timbo, Nick's name one, going white bankrupt for Phil later. And now it's giving Phil again. So this is Phil's life.
Alright.
like right now.
You've caused quite the commotion. But
Okay, Rick, Kazoo, chat is working. I guess the 1 year sub only mode does fix it, but I mean it's terrible that it's 1 year sub only. I don't want to have that.
Now, guys, can we get
So,
one like, one tip, one YouTube membership during the stream
you know,
for this positive, meaningful content?
Lord Rossfield,
Let's go. Big support.
like
the chat will continue to work today. Like I
albeit
said, 1 year sub only mode works good. If not, then there's no point in using it. Is it working right now, guys?
they are pure.
It's not. But it is crazy. It's
So 1 year sub only
his
mode.
shot is so slow and death that he can't even tell when it's frozen or not. There's nobody's at that point. Just a simple chat. Just let it go.
You'll pay for what
Let
you've
it go.
done.
Also, does it take so? Yeah, it doesn't. It just froze.
I have been very much
So
looking
that's it.
forward
Now,
to
at
this.
least now we know there's literally no point in doing the sub only at all.
This is why he's rattled, because nobody is there to handhold through the game. By the way, it's gotten way worse than playing games since Darziak left, because Darziak's not there to hand every fucking day. Why don't you know Darziak?
And you
Because
will
Darziak handholds Phil's through games. Eli Gaming handholds me through games.
And then Phil had the audacity. Well, now I finally have a real professional. My last editor was shit. So after fucking Darziak went over, Phil was like, fuck this, bro. Shit, dude. It's like the fuck? Once it Lubbock tired, that's what you're saying. It's like no doubt.
It was like a and kill it there. All the other 26 drivers are fighting him on the
Well, like, and there's like a camp with the size of Bill, something like that. The whole at all. I'm not playing the game and I'm not recording it. Basically, time. I'm like, get up.
Fucking video, but we're watching.
Is it playing?
6,000 people watching. Yeah, it's
I wasn't recording. That was quite an end. Anyway, so yeah, what we'll do
You will forgive me.
is we'll make another stream, and I now I was like, oh, there is no point in doing the sub at all. He has no power. But he's losing control over his tournament. The only thing he has any power over in his life's arbitrary is taken from him by a no life under control. And something is really smart about people can't talk and chat. They can still reason. That's I want you to think. Put kids level. Fucking children. I want you to think about the level of incompetence of somebody. They nailed it for me to chase. And I set it up on something to get down the bottom of the camp. And they always hang up.
What do you think this game will be out of 10?
Well, I've said for a while, this is a 9.5er, I think.
The truth is, they want to skip the end. The only thing that would help is because it needed to be spammed to unfree the shop.
I think it's better than Clair Obscur. It's a stronger 9.5 than Clair Obscur. It can't be a 10 because I didn't get into the story as much, but that's not required for a 10, but still. It's a 9.5 for me. I don't think it's as good as Spider-Man 2.
I don't think so. How would that help at all?
I got into the story for this
That's right.
game.
All you do is
Yeah, I know you did, Eli. I didn't get into the story as much. But I mean, part of it is because I'm multitasking. I'm listening to YouTube while streaming YouTube, while playing the game.
Let's get started. Oh, I love this shit. Sucks stuff. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's time for Dark Souls 2 here on DSP Gaming. We are in Lost History. I believe it's what it's called, Lost History. And right, get the current where actually not by its own.
But yeah, no, I will say this. I really have to question, is this better than Astrobot? I mean, they're different games.
Funny, obviously, that wasn't my intention or whatever. By the way, got Rose again. So, it worked.
This is probably better than Astrobot.
Is it better than
Starfield?
No, it's not. Starfield's an actual 10 to me. The Xbox Starfield, not the crappy, broken PlayStation version.
Fucking curious, I'll give a fuck. Oh, you will though. You will though. Get up this thing. Whoa. But you don't know who he is, but you can shove a fucking.
Hold on a second.
You don't know who's that's pretty rough.
Okay, I'll put it bluntly. Best games of the 2020 so far. Number 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Number 2, probably Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Number 3, in this decade, probably shit. Number 3, probably Donkey Kong Bonanza. Number 4 would be Spider-Man 2. Number 5 oh no, number 4 Starfield. Number 5 Spider-Man 2. Number 6 Fire Emblem Engage. And these are all 10s so far. Number 7 Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. And that's still a 10 as well. Number 8 Mario Wonder. And that's also a 10. And I think those are the 8, 10 out of 10s. And then this would be number 9. This would be number 9. And number 10 would be Astrobot. So there's like, out of my top 10 games of the 2020s, 5 of them are from 2023. Starfield, Spider-Man 2 would have been second for my game of the year.
Are you hoping Stellar Blade comes
And
to PS Plus
Then
soon?
Fire Emblem, then Mario Wonder. Yeah, I'm hoping. And then this game would be 5th. So to me, that I'm going to go ahead and say it. 2023, officially the best year in gaming history. I already thought 2023 was a really strong year to begin with before I played Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2. But me playing those two games really tips the scales. Because
2023.
no, there won't be 5 games that are better than the 5 games of 2023. There won't be. We haven't gotten a 10 out of 10 yet in 2026. So they're going to have to do it all in the second half of the year. You got to take out the remakes. So there's going to be a whole list I do of just remade games and reimagined games and remastered games. But you got to take out the remakes. And then what are the 5 best games that we're going to see this year? Well, let's say GTA, Fire Emblem, Wolverine.
My liege.
What are the other 2 games? That's the issue. What are the other 2?
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
But
We are, yes.
I'm sorry.
there's certainly, I mean,
We couldn't.
yeah, Rayman's a good platformer, but that's also a remake. So, I mean, the direct comparison, Rayman versus Mario Wonder.
I fear we were all too...
You know, I probably edge slightly to Mario Wonder.
What's wrong?
You know, and that would be including a remake, though.
Nope.
But still, that's the best platformer versus the best platformer. Okay, Fire Emblems. Maybe this new Fire Emblem's better than
2011 is a
Engage.
fire year now that I think about it.
2012 is also. 2012 is too.
Leaving so soon?
2012 had
It's the
Black Ops 2, Darksiders 2, Assassin's Creed 3,
You may kneel before
Halo 4.
Warden of Ash, and
2005.
2005 is pretty good.
get back.
Not the great. Nah, I wouldn't say it's the greatest though. No, that was a little weak for the GameCube. But 2007 had Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, Halo 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, BioShock. Mario Galaxy.
2004.
Well, I know my favorite game from 2004 is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. That was an 04 game. But so was Halo 2, so was Metroid Prime 2.
The power within
Good year, good year.
the potential. Stop calling me Muthos. But
See, so far, I think the best game this year has been 007 First Light.
cornerstone of all
And I'm telling you, 007 First Light's not better than the top 5 games of 2023.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and
It's a good game. I also gave it like a 9.5. I mean, it's probably in the top 15 or so for the decade.
007 Starfield.
My purpose is my own.
I
made a promise to my friends.
Well, look, both 007 and Spider-Man are really fun single-player, story-driven games that I enjoyed. But you truly have to understand the 70-plus hours I put into Starfield.
Starfield.
The 70-plus hours I put into Starfield. The side tree, the side missions I did. The worlds I explored. I did a lot in that game. Like, you could take... this is no bullshit. You could take all the time I put into Final Fantasy 16, all the time I put into Spider-Man, and all the time I put into 007 First Light, and I still played Starfield more. Now, playing it more doesn't make it better, but I'm saying there was so many, like, quests and stuff that I did, and the side quests were so amazing in that game as well.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Like, it may be the single best side quest game I've ever seen. Like, where the side quests were just as good as the main quests were. Sometimes more interesting than the side quest. Whole storylines built around the side quests. Like, Xenoblade 3 and 1 have very competent side quests, but they're still not as grandiose as the main quests. That is not true for Starfield. Starfield's side quests are just as grandiose in a lot of ways as the main quests are.
And they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Now, here's what's funny about that. Now, you could take all the time I put into Starfield and all the time I put into Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, and 007, and I still played Xenoblade Chronicles 3 almost twice as much. I put 188 hours into Xenoblade 3. And if you could take Xenoblade 1, I put 70-something hours in. Starfield, I put 70-something hours in. You could combine both of those games, and I still put 50 more hours or so into Xenoblade 3.
This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. Alright?
Oh, that's pretty hateful, Billy. He's gonna shove a bucket up his ass!
But they froze it again. And we just have to nibble to stop the spam. That didn't work. So it looks crazy.
No, my dad works at Google, and he said that if you spam the @ symbol 7 times and blow the trumpet emoji 9 times, the walls of Feltico will crumble and controls will be defeated, buddy. Like, you know, you gotta put the question.
Actually, I gotta put this game 10th on the best of the decade. I gotta kick Astrobot off the top 10 list. I forgot about Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World's, I have that as a 10 out of 10 game also, and it's 9th. So there's been 9 10 out of 10 games this decade for me. 2025, pretty good year for the Switch 2 in particular. It had 3 games that got a 10 from me. Mario Kart, Hyrule Warriors.
Mario Wonder.
Mario Wonder was on the list too. It's like 8th or something like that. Well, honestly, I'd put Mario Kart World above Wonder, so maybe Wonder's 9th, and I put Mario Kart World 8th. But I actually think Hyrule Warriors is better than Mario Kart World. I had Mario Kart World as my 3rd best game of 2025 because I had Hyrule Warriors 7th on the decade list. And I put my 2025 Game of the Year winner, Donkey Kong, was 3rd, behind both the Xenoblade games.
Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Halo Infinite, I also can't forget. You know what? I gotta take it back, man. I don't think this is a top 10 game of the decade because I just remembered.
A lot of them.
With
the Galleon.
Forza Horizon 5, bro.
Yeah, and hey, I wouldn't say without him.
I keep remembering other games, but Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite.
Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
So, yeah, this is like the 12th best game of the decade.
While the others dragged you out.
Which puts Astrobot at like 13th. Puts Claire Obscure.
Forza Mid Risen 5.
Halo Infinite. Mid Risen. No. Actually, here's what you'll think is even funnier. I played Halo Infinite more than I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Because I put over 200 hours in that multiplayer.
It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
I mean, this is me prior to streaming games. You know.
Dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings.
I put over 80 hours into Forza Horizon 5. I did pretty much all the quests. COD Cold War? No way. I played COD War. No. COD Cold War, whatever. But you almost gotta... When you fall in love with a multiplayer shooter, you know, it's different than a single-player game. You know, I had a lot of fun with Madden last year, and a lot of fun with college football also. You know, those are definitely experiences that are top-tier experiences this decade. You know, we had a lot of fun with Splitgate. Had a ton of fun with Splitgate.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
If I talk too much more about great games this decade, we're going to have a top 20 list for too long. It's going to be hard when I have to, when this YouTube channel is still around December 31st, 2029, I'm going to have a really hard time deciding which games I think are the top 10 games of the decade.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive.
It's going to be a real struggle.
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
Like, I feel like it's easier when you go back in time and then you're like, oh yeah, these 10 are definitely the best in the decade. Like when I did it with the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s in my videos before. But when you're doing the current decade with as many games as we get that come out,
then I'll check the workshop.
You know, when you're living in the moment, so much stands out to you. It's not like you're looking back at something 10, 20 years ago. You're living it. And there's games constantly coming out that are pretty good. So, you know, and think about what's still left this decade, too. I mean, we're only halfway through the decade. We still have a 3D Mario at some point, I'm sure, right? Obviously. A Smash at some point, I'm sure.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
Then everyone...
do you think...
So, I mean, that'll have to also be considered.
have here? Oh, Sid's pipes.
Xenoblade Genesis, of course. You know, where does that fall?
We've had no word from Canva for days.
For Forza Horizon 6 that I haven't even played yet. Freaking Fable.
Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2 are my top 3 this decade.
Yeah, shit, I didn't even mention God of War. I didn't even mention Elden Ring. I mean, I don't do Elden Ring, but still. Bayonetta 3? Bayonetta 3, did Bayonetta 3 come out this decade? Or was that before 2020? I can't even remember. When did Bayonetta 3 come out? Is that 2022 also? I think Bayonetta 3 came out in 2022. I think it was the runner-up, my runner-up to Xenoblade 3.
What's this tucked inside it?
2022.
Yeah, it was my runner-up to Xenoblade 3.
Sid's best invention.
Bayonetta 3, that's another one.
So Sid hit something in mid's first.
I mean, obviously, if I'm doing a top 10 games of the decade list, I'd have to start with the games that won. How I do it is, I'd have to start with the games that won a game of the year each year, and then try to figure out, well, which games actually deserve to pick these games off if they're all bundled together, you know? Like, because some years are weaker than others. Like, I'm pretty sure my 2020 game of the year was Xenoblade Definitive Edition.
Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know.
And my, well, actually, I pull it up.
Opus. That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion.
I don't know if I disqualified Xenoblade Edition or not. I don't think I did. I think I chose not to disqualify that.
Dad, you should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that powdered old box have to do with anything?
I think pull it up.
I've hidden something inside it. Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway.
Yeah, I chose not to disqualify it. I think that's probably because I didn't beat it the first time around.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are cruel?
I don't know. Technically, it should be disqualified. I mean, I don't have 3D Mario All-Stars in there. To me, that's just a launcher for the 3D Mario games that they had on there. Technically, I should disqualify Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. It's not.
I didn't break it.
Xenoblade Chronicles Normal came out in 2010.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do.
So yeah, 2020 I had Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. 21 Halo Infinite.
So we press all the buttons.
22 Xenoblade 3. 23 Starfield. 24 Astrobot. 25 Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's a fantastic 20s.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
But I do think you can pick off Astrobot. And I probably would argue against doing Xenoblade 1. But you gotta understand, part of it too is the additions they made in Xenoblade 1 to the Definitive Edition were so substantially better
No, I mean,
that I really feel like it should count as a different game.
how about now?
You fixed it. Sid fixed it.
Wolverine and Witcher 4 are gonna be my top 2 of the 2020s.
Yeah, Wolverine, yeah, that'll be something. But yeah, like, a good example here is, like, Astrobot sitting there as my 2024 game of the year. Spider-Man 2 is the better game. Like, Spider-Man 2 picks that one off. If I was making a list.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once.
Do you think Wolverine will be top 10?
Stuff dreams were made.
If it's better than Spider-Man 2. Like, I only think one of those two games will get my top 10 at the end of the decade. And the only way I think one of them is getting in is one has to be better than the other. So, like, it's either Wolverine or Spider-Man 2. I don't think both. Just like, I might have to drop Xenoblade 1 out of the... If Xenoblade Genesis is really good, I might have to drop Xenoblade 1 out of a top 10 list. Not have 3 Xenoblade games representing a top 10 list. See, here's the big difference.
Just the 2 I was looking
My experience with Xenoblade 1, my personal experience with Xenoblade 1 back in 2010, I got like a quarter way through the game, couldn't figure out what to do, and quit. And I came back with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and beat the whole game, including all the side quests. So from my personal experience,
No.
you know, Definitive Edition is how I enjoyed Xenoblade. But I can't say the same thing. See, Black Flag, I already enjoyed the shit out of it all the way through when it came out.
What is it with this realm?
And it was probably my runner-up game of the year to Super Mario World 3D World in 2013.
Kingdom
Rayman
Hearts 3 and Sekiro are my top 2 for 2019.
And if that fails,
Yeah, 2019's a weak year for me, but 2014, you know, look, I enjoyed the shit out of Rayman Legends, okay?
every moment I waste here.
But Rayman Legends, I think it came out in 2014.
Not for me.
Rayman Legends is behind Mario Kart 8 and Bayonetta 2 for me. Bayonetta has been runner-up Game of the Year twice. Wait, I'll go to the map. Like Halo, for instance. I played through the full Halo campaign before. This is going to be the definitive way to play it, but I wouldn't say, oh, all of a sudden it's a 2026 Game of the Year. I don't think that's right. Same thing with Ocarina. I played through it multiple times. I beat it on the N64. I beat it on the 3DS. You know, just because it's the definitive way to play it, I don't think it's Game of the Year material, because I've already experienced fully different years anyway. But I'm willing to say that Super Mario All-Stars is the best game of 1993, because if it's not even close, like with Xenoblade Definitive Edition, there's nothing in 2020 that's even close. So sometimes it's okay, in my opinion, but rarely. 1993 Super Mario All-Stars, nothing touches it in 93. And to be quite honest, that's actually how I first experienced Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. Because Super Nintendo was my first system. I had to go back later and play NES versions.
Kingdom Hearts 4 this year, then everything is cooked.
We're not getting either one this year. That's next year or beyond, sir.
And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
The only thing I think we're still waiting on for this year is the exact release date for Ocarina of Time. I think everything else... Oh, this decade?
What do you know of Barnabas Thumb?
Well, if you look at what could happen here towards the back half of the 2020s. We could get GTA 6, Witcher 4, Kingdom Hearts 4, Fable, Elder Scrolls if it gets in before 2030.
And that his sword, Odin's sword,
it's RPG heaven.
Sever the very thread.
Xenoblade Genesis.
But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must. The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Todd Howard said Elder Scrolls 6 is not coming before 2030.
It's probably not.
Bullets! All hands! Man your stations!
But yeah, I'm willing to say this, Eli. We're only barely halfway through the 2020s. I know there's a lot of doom and gloom about the gaming industry, and there are bad things about the gaming industry. But I already think this is probably the best decade ever in gaming when it comes to the amount of top-tier games that come out.
Here they come.
Like, I don't mean no disrespect to the classics. None. But I've also said before the Switch 1 is my all-time favorite system. Well, by default, the Switch 2, being able to play all Switch 1 games, is just a continuation of that and an advancement of that. With better graphics and more third-party support. I've never enjoyed a PlayStation console more than I've enjoyed the PS5.
Bethesda, their focus is Doom, Quake, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But I've never enjoyed a PlayStation console more than PS5, but it's not because so much of what PlayStation's doing, it's more the third-party games we've gotten this decade. I still think there's room to be desired for PlayStation coming out with more games this decade. So...
I doubt in getting Intergalactic.
I probably will. Maybe it'll be woke garbage. Maybe it'll be good. When we get through this fight, I need to figure out what quest I'm on. I'm really curious how far we are. But I think the reason why you could say, hey, this decade has the best games, but also the industry's in the worst place it's ever been, I just think it's because the amount of games that come out. There's so many options that you're going to have the cream rise to the top, but there is also a lot of shit too. There's a lot of bad. I've never played worse games than I have this decade either. There's some real fucking bad examples of some games. You know, High Guard, Marathon, just trash slop shit.
Question mark 6 times to the 4. That's supposed to be 9 exclamation marks.
Oh, yeah, adding the sub-only mode doesn't fix it. There's no point in doing 1 year sub-only, 2 year sub-only. Okay, there's no point. So all we choose until these go-like users finally give up.
One says, I hate to say, but the first time I saw this clip, I actually did feel a little bad for him. Because if this happened to me, I'd be seeing what I thought about that, right? And I was like, wait a minute, I'm banned on YouTube. Fuck them all. Yeah, exactly. Fuck them. Like, this can't happen to me now. I'm on Jet, the website where it's based. And they just fix this problem in 5 seconds. A millisecond.
Sleipnir is no man, but a creation
Why am I
of
attacking the wrong
Odin.
direction? Are you fucking for real? It's so, the controls in this game and the targeting is so bad. So I rolled away, and then I pressed R2 to stab. He literally stabbed backwards. But I locked onto the enemy there. If I'm locked onto the enemy, why are you attacking the wrong fucking direction? Why is it so bad?
Right,
I really think it's still atrocious, even compared to other Dark Souls games. It's just terrible. I don't love it on the enemy.
Don't tell me to tell you what to do, and that's why you're losing.
Mate, new plan.
And I will say this, there is a lot of shit this decade that's really bad about gaming. First and foremost, raising console prices, raising subscription prices, raising accessory prices. Like, that is something to not be fucking happy about.
I'm not even the thumbstick because doesn't it?
The assault on physical games. Always online requirements, secondary login requirements, DRM, microtransactions, live service swap.
I don't think so at all.
The potential was there for an even better decade by quite a bit. And it's just not, it's been held up a little bit to some degree. I don't like the fact that freaking Overwatch, Fortnite, you know, PUBG, Apex, Roblox, Minecraft, the Insidious 6 get all the attention. I know it's the marketplace speaking, and that's what people buy and want, but I think it's all garbage, really. If you like those games, that's cool, but you know, some of these games have gotten really old at this point now, and they just continue regardless, and they take away from other games.
Are you gonna get FF17?
Yeah, that will be a day one buy. And that's another game that'll probably come out this decade. Yeah, after how I enjoy 15, I like Final Fantasy 15. 16, I already said controversially, this is my all-time favorite Final Fantasy now. And I never really cared about 7 Remake. I hated that they broke that up into 3 games and padded it out. I hated that. But the OG Final Fantasy 7 I enjoyed. I enjoyed the OG, like, Final Fantasy 3, which is now 6. You know, I played a lot of the Final Fantasies also, whatever. I like 16 the most. I'd be excited for 17.
16 and 4 are my favorite.
I think it's wild that you like 4.
You need to take action against their history.
You're hardcore, man.
Okay, how? How, Bill? Phil not just,
And I there's not a lot of Final Fantasies I hate either. To be clear.
That money can fucking buy.
Like,
Case everything.
most Final Fantasy games to me sit between that 7 to 8 out of 10 range.
Supported by all sorts of clips that stay with people. That's just, they got fucking felt it.
That's the problem.
You know?
Like, most of them are just like mid okay to me.
Except for Sean. Love Sean. Sean's the only lawyer who's right about everything.
Right. And, it's like Phil.
I always thought Chrono Trigger was better than Final Fantasy 3, like, in that debate.
That's why I said, Phil is just, there's two main reasons this will never happen. One, Phil is way too lazy to actually go through this process. Like, it's a very strenuous, stressful process, and you actually have to be quite involved in it. And two, he has no money for it. He's fucking broke. So he doesn't have the ability to organize something like this, okay? He doesn't even utilize the copyright system that exists on YouTube to handle shit like this. The real reason, the biggest reason, number 3, why it'll never happen, is because Phil's a fucking pussy.
Wholly
That's it.
unnecessary.
Yeah, he's a fucking pussy. Because I told him, well, then fucking new cross-eyed Phil, or Dark Army Phil.
I would not see you damaged.
Pigliacci? Just saying, Patrick Bateman's on this up there on the fucking terrace, mate. So here we have some more iconic photographs of Phil.
The SS Enterprise.
It's like this static uncle that died bar, like in New Jersey or something. Like, oh man, look at this. He wants to. Buddy, look at this. He's trying to put on chat. Bro, I'm lifted, dude. Just look at him. Oh, look at this man. The posture's like he just doesn't move. Like he must just not do anything in his life. Like he's just totally.
The foes you face are as terrible as they
Oh,
are
look at
numerous.
his neck.
Aye.
Oh,
They'd have us live and die on their terms, which would answer your question.
So, no word of a lie. Phil begged for $100 now. Every hour.
Stop.
Clean out his closet. She already cleaned out last year.
I need to do that. I need to beg for $100 an hour to clean out my closet.
We can guess now, based on what happened in the last year, what else is also in the closet. Still more mystery. What's in the closet? Nobody cares about the vest. Nobody cares about the hats. The only thing people care about now are those sweet, sweet Pokemon carrying tolls, bud. So you better
Come here, Doodles. What up?
Pokédex in shop for this. This was Phil's worst supported marathon.
Come here.
$500.
Come here.
Like, well, $100 was the last one. Well, no, I think his birthday he did close to $2,000. Okay, but these like marathons, most of them aren't breaking $1,000 now. And this one did like 500 some bucks or 520. I think on a regular day he wants $300 anyway. Like, so well, it's not great.
It's all a bit Brunel. It's not true. Every marathon, though, the yearly marathon is the constant cleanup. How about you, do a drinking?
Well, it's over now. He wage quit. There's no more Independence Day. This is the final Independence Day.
I saw that.
It didn't perform as shareholders expected, so it's over.
Oh,
There's what Phil wishes it was. He wears his fucking diaper and eats yolk. But it will never be. This is the Phil that he wanted to pretend that he was. So here we can see it. This is Phil wage quitting in Divestments Day. What happened? You said you wanted me to clean out my closet and not play games for 10 hours.
Wow. Phil didn't play games and he cleared out his closet for 10 hours. For Investus, and we're Vest, for Investus Day.
Well, the thing is,
Celebrate the 4th of July.
codes for Pokemon is how many he had proves that he's buying off-screen packs, because there's no way he had this many. So you're gonna see, like, he gave away like 50, 60 colors. Like, why does it give additional
I still need to beat FF6-9.
To be honest, I'm having fun.
Oh, you never beat 7 OG?
Do you say it like that when you're having fun?
I'll be honest, I'm having fun with you guys, but no, really.
Hey, a lot of people consider those the heydays.
This is so much fun.
There's a ton of people who say 6 to 10 is the heyday, man.
Saying he's enjoying something or having fun is not, in fact, enjoying or having fun. You guys are way more excited for the best match. This year's like nobody cared. That's right, useful idiot. So this year's marathon made less than half of his last year's marathon of 1060. So he made less than half. He made 521. The business is in a massive decline.
Get off, Phil.
It's yet to be over for you, Philip.
Yeah. Maybe it's because we're so 0.2%, we can go lower.
Yeah. Real says Phil gives off uncanny vibes. He does. He's not even like a human. He's certainly Greek.
Your favorite games are Marathon and Death Stranding.
Well, look, I gotta say this. Death Stranding was only entertaining because I had the stream going on and the falling down was making me laugh. And I don't know why, it just hit right to do that. It was just a special moment on stream.
Any of us lot anyway. I say we do as she tells.
I still think it's one of my all-time favorite streams. And it's funny, too, because we didn't really continue that game after I beat that first boss. We stopped there and said that's enough.
That's right.
Imagine I go re-download the game and we pick it up where I left off.
We've all seen the hats in all these fests because it's not hundreds of times over the years. There's nothing really special about it, you know? We got a Melody MacBook Pro for $5, so they didn't even get any new ones. I need for 22G says support for this filter. That's it, guys. You voted for the filter.
I don't know, I'm trying to think of my favorite, not in any particular order, but my favorite 3-5 streams I've ever done.
What happened? 5150 home for the 6 says those QR codes are funny. Phil finally found something he can give away. The 0 hours.
Serves only to tighten its hold.
You're going to see the next to the next. And now no one's even talking about it at all.
The 12-hour marathon stream, the Wimbledon stream, that's up there because just the effort I put into that one.
So why should we be supposed to fucking... Guys, I need $1,000. What? Yeah, I need $100 an hour to fucking throw away a bunch of stuff instead of donating. Okay.
No, and then a couple other ones I remember that I liked. The Tarman, when Tarman's people came and we had I don't know, 15 people watching and the chat was blowing up. The baseball stream I did recently was also the 8 hours 20 minutes is memorable. The U.S. Open one was the longest Madden stream. You know, I appreciate the long ones. The Splitgate one, long Splitgate one. There's definitely some Splitgate ones that were funny. There's some Madden ones that were great. College football ones that were funny.
Well, Jack Watson, look at the final invested stand.
There was that random one Madden stream where I had 22 viewers and no one was chatting, but still, I was happy about that.
How long will Thursday's college football be?
This is gonna be a thing.
If I get it Thursday, because we're not done with this.
Sorry, Phil.
We got to get done with this. I got a couple PlayStation Plus games I downloaded. We might check those out.
How many more quests in this game?
I'll check as soon as the cutscene's over.
The difference is, you know, we love dressing up, you know, we're fucking, like, but Phil's like, oh, we're being degraded, you know? Such a little bitch, you know? I don't want her to think that.
I'm considering wiping out side quests in this game, too.
Dexagu says if you could ask...
Through the Maelstrom. Alright. Let me,
what would it be?
let me check.
Disappointed in your son? Probably. And they would say yes. I don't even know. Like, what would you ask, child? What would you ask? His cock size?
Let me check.
Oh my God. Of course, that's where people's minds went. Linda, why did you not swallow? Why did you not? Oh my God, did you do his homework?
Alright, through the Maelstrom.
Why did you buy the Wolverine figure? Now we got Andy. Go ahead.
Are you sub to be sure?
And his mom's like, yeah.
68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 63. This is quest 61. 61 out of 68.
I'm in sales and I've used your verbiage in my sales presentation. So that's nice, buddy. I like that. You got it.
I'm considering a side quest day of Final Fantasy 16 before we hit the end. I kind of want this to finish it. Eli, you're ready for me to finish this, aren't you? You just want me to hit college football immediately on day one, don't you?
Really? It's actually the pause
I kind of feel like if we hold out to Saturday for college football, I'm going to have a long time I can play.
Yeah.
Fun. No, I'm with it.
Don't worry, man. There'll be plenty of college football. Within the next 2-3 months, you're going to see like 134 games.
He looks like he's right now. That's exciting. It's the game. Pokemon Fun stuff, right? Left is people wheelchair for a game.
Did you see one of the PlayStation Plus games was for this month? I downloaded it. I mean, it's quite a bit of a download.
I saw Sonic X Shadow Generations.
No, not that. I think I've already owned that before and played it before. It just came out, like 3 games came out today. 2 of them are kind of throwaway indie games that I probably won't even play on stream. But the other game, the big one, is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. The newer one.
They want the past time he gets more money than if he did, we were excited not anymore. By the way, the PHP says here footage. Ian Healthy is giving him nightmares. But here, lost your shit. Well, Phil, let's finish this talking. Get down. Stop with Phil.
I'm thinking about a campaign run there.
Oh my God, he's desperately scamming for tips. Don't know, kicks something in it. So he throws up his head.
Suffer, Bill, suffer. Okay. So now, before we let's go into our next we try this is fucking tough, guys. So this was on his 4th of July special.
Yeah, I kind of thought, though, if I'm not willing to do MW3, then I really shouldn't get MW4, but I should be willing, since it's free, for God's sake. I should at least play MW3. I do the campaign one day, I heard it's not that long anyway. Just do the campaign in one day. I probably won't even fuck with the multiplayer.
It's not just paper plates. He has a paper, which is one of the worst things about you that you actually use. You know, like, imagine a suit or fucking paper. It's like styrofoam, right? It's like fucking cereal into a foul like bloody soggy and like air. Yes, it does. He's both this. It starts off like hoping about how he's like fucking, and it's like, bro, it doesn't have to be this way. You can get plates of the fucking dollars. There's a more things. You're like, man, he needs me for fun, son. All it plays is like, what's the thing is, you think, okay, there's always into this those are the 4th of July, right? Like, people need to play this one for 4th of July to go. He exclusively gets off the table. And he wipes them down to use not hitting the cotton, wiping down a soiled paper plate to use it later because he's so bored. He keeps that he buy paper plates. And he also if you had a choice, you'd use plastic cutlery. No, for which he to fucking real nice.
They're making fun of DSP for using paper plates and bowls and plastic forks.
Getting MW4 till I see gameplay.
Yeah, I gotta see a review. I use plastic forks and paper plates because I don't want to do dishes either.
So instead, plastic utensils on paper plate. And what we're doing now is one of the saddest
I agree.
You know, people eat on the 4th of July.
But they're making fun of DSP because he does that. But honestly, I can't make fun of him for that because I do it.
July. Silly dogs, hold on. Diarrhea and all this stuff that happens. He's one is chef power in it. Great value, or maybe they're not. But it does have vegetables, wine. This one must be. Like, come on, dude. He might say, go ahead now. It's better to eat what I thought it was. So, now that I know, chili dog is like, I think so bad. Oh, it's not just a chili dog.
Into the maelstrom.
First off,
Oh, damn, that looks pretty good. Look at the no, it doesn't. Right. No, it doesn't. It does not. Listen, chili dogs, they good, but they look terrible. But they do not look appetizing. And in fact, I think they're very good. Honestly, even if you have a good one, you know what I mean? Like, bread? No. It gets worse and worse as we go
Well, honestly, one of the reasons I liked Final Fantasy 16 a lot, to be clear, in my opinion, this is not a freaking RPG.
Side quests in this game are fetch quests and fighting random enemies.
Hey, look at you, Eli. You're really trying to sell me on skipping the side quest, aren't you, buddy? Because I have the whole game. And that's another reason I can't give this game a 10, because of the side quest, man. I mean, well, Spider-Man I give it. Okay, not to be contradictory, but Spider-Man 2, I was not thrilled with their side quest either. I did not care.
Out of here, I can.
I get the only reason I would do the side quest is to pad this game out to go 16 parts. For Final Fantasy 16. But
I see naught before me
just
but
do
a
that.
guttering
Save
flame.
yourself the calories and the fucking waste of eating that garbage.
no, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'll tell you one wrong is if you like this, is if you have diabetes, right? Like that's what Phil is telling us. He's on Ozempic, and he went on this big rant against Ozempic today about how it's cheating and stuff, which is the sure sign that he is on Ozempic. Sunset 9, he says, look at his wrist, they're like an 8-year-old. And Chiba Kazumi says, him having an orgasm for a store-bought pie for 5 to 10 minutes playing with some high-class thing no one else can get was worse.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 16, I was talking about one was the gameplay, okay? So yeah, it's not really an RPG to me. I mean, even Bayonetta has some light RPG elements, like Bayonetta 3 did, you know, just some attributes you could add. Make no mistake about it. This is a fucking action game. This is like a Bayonetta, this is like a Devil May Cry, and it does it very well.
Or eat something that's actually healthy.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which I cared a little more about that story, and I do think the gameplay was a little better and even more in-depth than this game is on its combat, which is why it's a 10, and it had freaking Zelda characters you play as. But it's more akin to those games. That this isn't even like comparable to Final Fantasy VII Remake when it comes to RPG elements. This is more, yeah, this is more actiony for sure.
Insert it in you. You know you loved it. He's got a plastic fucking board.
Like Final Fantasy 15 was more of an RPG than this was. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I've enjoyed it, obviously. This is my favorite Final Fantasy.
So I brought fork and knife. So I'm going to eat it, everybody make fun of me, say that's absolutely weird that you're doing it that way.
Yes. Don't let me go, what the fuck, already? Or off the bat, then you're going to be shocked that we're like, what the fuck?
Yes, he is explaining the logistics of eating a hot dog with plastic dinnerware. Yes, he is. Yes. This is the conflict.
But I guess I don't really care. Oh, by the way, there's some mustard on here, too. I put some mustard.
What? No. Look at this shit. Fucking free, Red. What's wrong with him?
What did you do to Joshua?
He's gonna make you a fucking mess. Tonight, this one, bud.
Oh, I
The thing is, it's gonna look about the same going out as it did going in.
Oh man, oh man.
is grown thick with desperation. And
Not
thus
before I put the
my
chili on it.
master turns
So,
to my
yeah, it's gonna be
blade.
weird eating it like this, but it's the only way to really eat it, and I'm having to really destroy my room.
I swear to God, he's like a toddler eating at a fucking high table. He's eating like a fucking high chair. That's what this is. Yeah.
That live shall gather in death's autumn
No.
wake.
So, cut up the middle, like this.
Why?
So it's a keto bun.
Destroy
It does,
the
I'll be
last of
honest.
the mother crystals.
Just to narrate every
Also cut the middle, like this. You know how hard that bread is. Keto bread is the hardest. Like, you don't.
Phil's gonna even admit it sucks. But that thing.
Keto bun, it does, I'll be honest with you, keto bread has a weird taste. It does, okay?
Here comes your plate, Phil.
Uh-oh.
Your efforts will avail
Oh my God.
no
That's
that
what-
is but suffering.
My days are sometimes I'll eat a little from my credit scores. I use Experian Boost Racing. The lights come on.
Keep it.
Is it?
As long as there's a chance.
That's good.
There's a choice.
He's trying. No, he's trying so hard to eat it. Like he's.
Ever led astray by your blind
But there's a reason why he didn't show his face during this, and it's because he had to choke this shit down, just suffering through the slaughter.
Me says, how many physical games do I think I have in my collection? I don't know, but I'll let you know when we're done. The rest of the stream.
Bankruptcy fraud alert. Bankruptcy fraud alert.
Eat it in a very clean manner.
As far away as you can.
I don't dare idiots on the internet make fun of me. Kiss my ass.
Trust me.
We obviously do care, because you've been coping since the beginning of the segment about it.
It's the best baby.
Plates are from a dollar store here. It cost $1.25 for a pack. This guy is basically all this fucking bunch of garbage. See, can you think that, like, a plate for $1 at the dollar store? And then never have to buy it, take the plate again. But then you have to like, you should have eaten the plate.
It's spicy. You got brown jerky. You got onion. You got beans. Brown sugar. Lots of greens.
Never made this a terrible potential live meal. You broke beans today?
Like, what is that?
Read it. This reaction is not
Break nut. Or your city. Figure out. You're here. What can you do? Your original
today. Landmark, get crazy days and call with the 800 people there, huh? Oh my God. I mean, you're making like $5 off. I mean, you're like the first I'm
we don't how much are you shocked? We'll be up to the next set to 300. I'm gonna take it a shot. But we will.
You get the dark powers from him and they're the coolest. I get fire, dark, and lightning.
Nice. Probably the last set of powers you get until you face the final boss, I'm guessing.
We're gonna be waiting.
This is like truly 4/5 of the way through the game.
It is.
It's not yeah, no, we'll see that. We'll get to working up and Strauss in a bit. But we have to get to the real premium build content. What we just witnessed is the appetizer. Now we're getting the premium gourmet build. Okay? Yesterday, psychotic.
I don't like what he's doing.
Will assume the mantle you've been given.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop taking this? I can ask him. He's not going to. Only thing. David Gabriel, your guest guy here. Today we're talking about PlayStation because it is now day 6 of the Sony Backlash. On July 1st, they announced the complete ending of physical games. Nothing is being printed ever again. And this has been an epic amount of straight-up anger. We're talking hatred towards PlayStation. Sony, some people say they're not going to buy a PlayStation 6. It was crazy as that last night, there's actually a new leak. PlayStation did not see this coming. PlayStation, people at Sony headquarters assumed people don't like physical games, or that people just really wouldn't mind if suddenly the whole digital future is forced upon them. And I want to break down...
PlayStation's so dumb, man.
But the leaks about PlayStation...
They're surprised that people were upset that they're getting rid of physical games. Are you serious? You gotta know that there'd be backlash.
$1,200. They're so afraid right now. They're not talking PlayStation 6. They're not talking PlayStation 5. They're not even talking about like that upcoming Spider-Man movie. Right now, Sony is terrified in the silence. And I think the bad news is that when they did speak up, when they finally do come out and just kick that mic again, I don't think it's going to be good news. I think they put themselves in spots and come back from. Let's break it down. I hope you have to bring game good place.
Nintendo is the least scummy already.
Yeah, I've always felt that way too. I always felt like when people complained about Nintendo, I've always said, I'm like, dude, they're the best of them all. They're the least bad.
My videos will be a bit sporadic. Expect some hotel room videos while I'm trying to catch up on.
Oh, I'll say this too, Eli. Of anytime I stream PlayStation stuff, probably about half the time I get a copyright. Not a strike, but just a little copyright. Nintendo, it happened to one video out of all the Nintendo videos I've done. So even this idea that they always put out there, people always put it out there, oh, Nintendo, man, the ninjas, they sue people, they do this, they do that. Never really had much of an issue with Nintendo.
You shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight.
So, like, even that doesn't even feel
all of mankind
completely correct, you know? And that's probably their biggest criticism.
Has taken pity on his flawed creations.
They got the cheapest system on the market, even though it's the newest system on the market.
Nintendo didn't sue Digimon.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, they don't like Pal World, I know that.
But this, important updates. So this was originally posted on July 1st. Basically, every single time Sony tries to delete this video, it gets changed. It gets tweaked. People quoting blogs, lies, everything, right? Everything. Insomniac proving that physical games were not just popular, but more popular than digital games. But on top of that, even stuff like
yeah, I played it. I don't understand the fascination. Like, the world looks cool, but what you actually do in the game is boring.
Laws in certain countries.
It's not Pokemon, dude.
People are mad at PlayStation.
The crafting and stuff, I was immediately turned off. I'm like, fuck this game. I think mid's being generous.
It's just that they're being cracked, like straight up just on a baseline level. This is the most annoying, pathetic, terrible thing that PlayStation has ever done by far. And you say, okay, I think Sony will try and hide today's Xbox news. This is where we are, people. One company tried to hide behind another, creating bad news to avoid the threat. Yesterday was the thousands of playoffs over at Xbox, and I have to say it's very strange that on my whole timeline, my whole YouTube algorithm is people still saying, wow, Xbox sucks. PlayStation, come out. PlayStation, come out here and let's talk about this. Because I do think that we're not really expecting anything except closures from Xbox. It's sad 3,200 people lost their jobs, but I think people are kind of like, okay, Xbox falling apart. That's just a money. Talk to us about how PlayStation continues to just stomp on rates. Now, historically, Sony's actually pretty good about be clear about their mess ups, whether it is outages, in this case, I would say the Irritated 2011 PlayStation outage. They apologized. They gave free games. They did.
Oh yeah, the 2011 PSN outage. Imagine that after 2028 when you only have digital games that need check-ins and you have to go to their store to get stuff. Imagine another PSN outage like that.
At the whole times 2%. A lot of digital-only games and DLC, how do they grab forward, are just gone forever. And that's why I'm very much pro jailbreaking consoles, not even trying to steal games from them, honestly. I just think there is an importance to being able to create digital backups of the stuff you own.
Hey, if
I want to build a data mine, I want to see the cool unfinished content, I want to be able to play offline.
If buying games isn't owning, then pirating isn't stealing.
It's a lot of importance to just being able to play.
Am I right or am I right, Eli?
Right, that makes sense. And people are really kind of pointing this out. So I saved this yesterday. PlayStation has now not posted in over 5 days on Twitter, their longest span of not tweeting in years. The post announcing the individual game production currently has 8 approved community notes. Everybody is being very clear about the fact that it just seems like PlayStation truly did not know how good or bad this would be, and they just threw it out there. I think PlayStation executives are so out of touch, they didn't realize how bad this would go down amongst their most hardcore fans. I was so shocked when they got news, just like everything else.
PS5 emulation win.
Better and not just
Yeah.
some of their most dedicated.
January 2028. Hey yo, let's go! I'm gonna get flagged for nudity.
Can't acknowledge the PlayStation 6, and yet everything they're doing is completely preparing for it. The best course forward would ensure PlayStation 5 disc production, even for games beyond 2028, that physical gamers can happily stay behind. Yeah, that would be one good news. We know that PlayStation 6 would probably be digital only, but they still need to make PlayStation 5 discs, because even the cross-gen, that'll keep some people happy. And a lot of people are pointing out that in a way, Rockstar Games did pave the way. Now, you could say, is this a chicken and the egg, right? Did Rockstar make Grand Theft Auto 6 digital only because PlayStation said they're going digital only? Or is this sort of a sign of that PlayStation was told by Rockstar we're going digital only, and PlayStation said, alright, screw it, no more discs. I'm going to print it for like a new Final Fantasy that's selling 100,000 copies. It's just not worth having the physical disc space. Here's the new thing, right?
Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted.
PlayStation was apparently blindsided and not told its publishers and business partners and even branches in other markets about canceling physical games. Sony producing legacy spanning multiple generations to a mere 3-paragraph blog post implies utter disdain from its audience and deranged, to say the least. Now, these people here, High Chaos Run, these people basically, they said that straight up. They've heard multiple times now that Sony just didn't tell anybody. They just said, yeah, keep making games, keep selling it, PlayStation, best place to play, yada, yada, yada. And then, right after that, secretly, they're literally bulldozing factories. They're literally bulldozing the entire process of the mechanics to make new discs. They're straight up just saying, yeah, you're going to make games. You're going to make them digital. So I guess don't design any box art. Don't be ready to make any sort of cool collector's edition on discs. Nope. There will be no discs to print. And to me, this does show that. Straight up, they did not expect it. I think that if they knew it was going to be met with this level of absolute hate-free nuclear hatred, they wouldn't have been so chill about it. They wouldn't have just...
She's like, yo, you never took enough time to save yourself. So... let's get ready to suck it!
Everything on my PlayStation for decades and decades and decades, but now it's finally time to get a Nintendo Switch. Sony is making... Yeah, people haven't touched Nintendo in decades.
Giggity, 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 goo.
Because you know what? Better for worse, the Nintendo Switch 2 does actually basically now have the only final fully playable on-card discs. It is wild how much they've really dropped the ball on this, right? But I still feel like this, right? Xbox really just fired 3,000 people, sold out 4 of their studios, and that's still not as bad as what PlayStation announced last week. What in the world? I think that this era of classic PlayStation
good games, crazy exclusives, tight turnaround time, exclusive consoles. This era is just gone. This era of PlayStation is so far behind us that it almost feels uncouth to have, like, ideas of that coming back. This is a fantasy at this point. Old school PlayStation is so dead and buried, we can't even find the grave. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts of a Stick to Brad Creedcast guy show.
You can say Sam Zayn was screwed in Chicago. You can say that.
Alright, so check this out. CM Punk came back and defeated Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship in Chicago. We gotta discuss that. I like the move. BC Amplified does not. I mean, I understand Sami Zayn got screwed, but CM Punk's my dude. You know what I mean? Eli, I want to know your thoughts on that.
That Sam Zayn was punked in Chicago. But no matter which way you slice it, you best believe that Sam Zayn was absolutely done filthy for tonight's Monday Night Raw in Chicago by the Doofus son-in-law. As CM Punk became new WWE Champion and Sam Zayn dropped the title after just a 2-week reign. Now we know why. When Sam Zayn won that title in Saudi and he went to the back, and he comes across Hunter Hearst Helmsley and he's thanking the Doofus son-in-law. Thank you for everything from NXT to now. Thank you. And the Doofus could barely look him in the eyes. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, congrats.
Watch the FIFA World Cup 2020.
It's alright. Sami Zayn was never meant to be champion long. It was just for the pop, and then they get the pop at Chicago for CM Punk winning it.
That he was not just going to be a transitional champ, but he's going to get rid of that title immediately, ASAP. And you know it was supposed to be to Cody Rhodes. But then there was this backlash this past week. No matter how much you feel one way or the other for Sam Zayn, there's no way that you can just give it back to Cody Rhodes on a random Raw.
I agree.
Knew that. And WWE heard that message loud and clear, so they wrote Rhodes off of this show at the beginning of the show, out of the main event,
no matter what
placement. CM Punk, of course, because everybody knew Punk was coming back in Chicago. So that was their get-out-of-jail-free card. It's the one, quote, superstar that Chicago would not move out of the building, or there would be another layer of backlash if Sami Zayn lost to whoever else. No, if it was CM Punk, you knew that arena was going to go ballistic. And you knew most of the wrestling world would be okay with it because it's CM Punk, at least he's a superstar. Because BC, isn't CM Punk being the champion better than Sam Zayn? No, that's not the point. That's not what this is about. What you're telling everybody is Sam Zayn winning that championship was just for the pop in Saudi. I mean, we already knew that. But if you're actually going to do it, then you better have an elaborate plan that's going to make it all make sense in the end. And not make your wrestlers look like idiots in the process. Because Sami Zayn looks like an absolute schmuck. Not by his own doing, but from his boss's doing. Because I'm going to level with
I disagree. Sami Zayn could have never won the title. At least he got to win it once.
Over his shoulder, like it's his suit jacket, has brought no flair to that title. Has brought no excitement, no organic feel, nothing fresh. It played itself out long ago. So yeah,
Sammy's better than Cody having it, and CM Punk's better than Cody having it. Cody needs to build, like, personal feuds like what he is against Gunther now that we actually care about.
Pushing the title on the swing set.
Whether we like it or
Did his
not.
kid fall off the swing set?
Who knows? Most likely. But Sami Zayn was so happy watching that title swinging up and down. That is the excitement that Sami Zayn had with that title. It was infectious. And BC actually, and I gotta tell you, that was actually funny. I started to think, hey, somebody actually takes that title seriously. If only the doofus son-in-law did.
But they know we're coming now.
So CM Punk out of nowhere. Now I know Rollins loses the King of the Ring tournament and still gets an automatic championship match at SummerSlam anyway. So everything is random in this company. We understand that. But Cody can't compete. So CM Punk, a dude that lost at WrestleMania, he lost. And then he went away for nearly 3 months. And he can just pop up. He can just show up, his music blasts, and he gets an automatic title match. Well, how does that make any sense, or is it realistic to the rest of the roster? Then why is How to Train Your Dragon Ball Z Lee having a stupid tag team match? Or Chad Gable, who just went through hell and back over in AAA, came out a massive superstar in a whole other promotion, and by the way, it only took 2 weeks, 2 days, for the doofus to destroy all of that momentum, by the way. Oh, why is Chad Gable getting that position? You had Adam Pearce trying to find a replacement tonight for Cody Rhodes. You had this whole storyline where you had Adam Pearce walking around backstage trying to make phone calls, he can't get a replacement. You have Nick Aldis looking for a replacement. Chad Gable's right there. How about anybody in the Vision? They were all there. Oba! Right? Brock Lesnar wasn't there. Oba was just having a promo with Paul Heyman, redoing the same exact regurgitation that we played into WrestleMania, by the way. We're just watching Paul Heyman and Oba sell a Brock Oba matchup. That's what we're doing. I told you that.
Across the Narrow.
Oh, why not? Well, I'll just hold on now.
Let's see. Across the Narrow. Let's see where we're at.
That's been away for 3 months, and his last match he lost. That makes sense. So how we got there, the final result, that matters to people. You're just going to go, well, at least it's not on Sami Zayn. Or, hey, man, CM Punk's a star, so I'm okay with it. Well, that's cool if you are. I'm not.
Let's see.
This is so dumb, all of it. Cody having the title going into Saudi, first of all. Sammy walking out of Saudi with the title out of nowhere. CM Punk, even more out of nowhere, walking out of Chicago.
This is Quest 62 of 68.
You're going to be walking out with the world title. Sammy is in Saudi, so Sammy has to win the title. But hold on, it's Chicago, so CM Punk has to walk out with the title now. Uh-oh, they're going to be in Georgia soon. That means Cody Rhodes will have to walk out with the title, and if they're in Florida, Roman Reigns will have to walk out with both titles, I guess.
Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every
It's just gotten to the point where these shows are house shows. They're not even television shows anymore. They're just booking for the house.
Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me.
So SummerSlam is coming up in just a few weeks. And our titles changing hands going to even be special. On tonight's show, there was 2 titles that change hands. Tag titles and the WWE title.
I don't know why the doofus son-in-law just changed titles before the pay-per-view. It doesn't make a lot of sense, man.
SummerSlam. Does anybody care?
I have never felt so powerless.
When that WWE title is on the line, whether it's a triple threat, a fatal 4, or straight up Cody versus CM Punk, whatever they decide to do, who's gonna care? That WWE title.
Doodles, you want to Doodles?
Left and right. Sure. It's sunny days. It's just being passed around.
We're going.
Anybody can get that championship now.
Cool.
So no, man,
This type of negligent, lazy booking, it's not believable, it's not realistic, it does more harm and more detrimental to your talent than it is beneficial. And I'm just supposed to do what? On this upload, and in this podcast, and for this review, I'm supposed to go, hey, at least Sammy doesn't have it. I'd rather, you know what's more interesting? Sammy having a cup of 2 cups of coffee with the title more than Cody Rhodes having wrestling matches with it or CM Punk. I just don't see how this is any different than CM Punk's last title reign. You know damn well there's not going to be any fun, interesting story. There's not going to be any substance to this title reign. It's just going to be Punk has the title. Meaningless scenarios. We know this because history repeats itself with the Doofus son-in-law nonstop.
Can we make Punk heel?
Punk is pushing 48 years old in 3 months. 48.
48? CM Punk's 48? Holy shit.
What you're passing over Chad Gable for, and LA Knight, and you're
Please
booting
do.
Alistair, and you're booting Karrion Kross.
Yeah, I'm ready. I haven't seen Punk actually be... Well, I haven't seen... It makes sense, I guess. But I haven't seen Punk be heel since,
CM Punk in
like,
Chicago.
early 2010s, dude. CM Punk's been face since he's returned to AEW and then WWE. He's been the face, basically.
The lanterns guide them to their proper place.
So no.
I want him to be heel.
DC might be happy, at least the title.
I miss him being heel.
I'm not at all. They put the title on.
I'd still root for him, though.
Now I want the Doofus to get creative. You better start mapping out an amazing story and situation that makes everybody look great at SummerSlam.
We should be streaming both nights of SummerSlam. Well. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check that.
To Chicago, get Chicago to pop. Next Monday.
We'll get probably the Saturday show. Depends when SummerSlam is, the time. The actual time of SummerSlam.
Maybe Undertaker will come out and get it.
Because sometimes they had the pay-per-view from 5 to 8, sometimes 6 to 9. I might be able to do both nights.
This is so royally stupid.
Your hurts are healing.
CM Punk of all.
We'll see how it goes.
Hey, you gotta give the Punk. Punk's playing the game this time around. This time in WWE for this run, he's kissing that Hunter Helmsley ass. He's got his head so far up the Doofus son-in-law's ass. He's playing by the rules. He's getting paid. He's getting titles. And you know, deep down, they can't stand one another, bro. CM Punk cannot stand the Doofus, and the Doofus cannot stand CM Punk.
Yeah, it's funny that Triple H is giving Punk all these titles whenever they don't like each other.
Bret Hart wasn't buying it, and he said, you. He's feeding that same BS to Punk, and Punk is accepting it. He's going to play by the rules.
To come back and visit.
That is your cold open, man. CM Punk is your new champion. I'm not sure what any of this was about. This was... I mean, how do you do that to Sami Zayn? I can't even fathom that. How this is okay. This dude was genuinely so happy after he won that title. And Helmsley couldn't even look at him and he's like, yeah, that's good. In his mind, he's thinking, yeah, dude, you got like 1 or 2 weeks with that title, man. I'm taking that Roman off of you.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I...
The dude looked like an absolute... So he wins that title, and then most of the wrestling world loses their shit because of it. How dare you give that to Sam Zayn? They were comparing that to David Arquette. How stupid is that? No matter how you feel about Sam Zayn, trust me, I was one of the biggest advocates to say Sam Zayn cannot win the world championship right now. That is so damn dumb.
I can think of a few.
But the guy is so good at his craft.
You will take your medicine.
Let's not forget his body of work. To act like him winning the world title is equivalent to Dave Arquette is stupidity to levels that we've never seen.
About the same amount
How about we put a little respect on Sam Zayn's name, no?
Someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise.
And the doofus just made him look like an absolute moron.
We can put ashore wherever we choose.
To sum it up, I just honestly don't know what happened to that championship. It was once prestigious, and now it is just a freak show. Nobody knows what the situation is with the title. There's champions that are getting this title with no plan or purpose, and it's just getting traded off. It's becoming a transition title. Nobody knows. You have Cody as champ, Sam Zayn, CM Punk, who knows, Gunther might be next. Maybe the Green Power Ranger, maybe Danhausen.
Oh God, not Danhausen.
Maybe Topanga.
You know that, don't you?
I do.
Or Sean Hunter. Who knows? Who knows?
Alright.
And a little wild part of that?
I swapped the video out. Let's,
He accused me of calling him a because I said it was weird that he wanted to go on a girls' trip. We had issues in the past with issues.
What issues would lead to that insinuation?
My little suspicion one time, and he stayed in the living room, and she walked out to go grab a drink, and he was on the couch doing very inappropriate things. At the time, she was like 7. And unfortunately, it wasn't the first time that cops were called. Like, and so he has.
Why are there other times? No, why are there other times?
He choked me while I was holding our newborn baby.
And why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens?
I walked around the side of the bed, and I said, I swear, if you don't stop, I'm leaving. And that's when he ended up grabbing my throat.
That's crazy, bro.
He threatened to.
They're on a couple's financial audit, and she's exposing him for being a pred and choking her on live on 3 million sub channel. Caleb Hammer. This is insane, dude.
And I'm giving you a special deal to download. Get a free trial to test it out, and then you get
Not the whole month.
Waloed's borders have been closed
He has
to
to see.
outsiders since the day he seized the throne.
Literally, go to Cash App and you can see where Cash App's me.
Okay, show me.
It on my map.
How are you so off?
Tell us what we will find.
How is someone so off here?
You know better than we.
How do you go onto a show, show your face on camera to millions of people, and tell the story? And if you're the husband, sit there and let the story be told. How do you, as a wife, stay with a guy that choked you out and is a pred?
They're not yours.
How do you do that?
We weren't married, of course.
The one they call the last king.
Okay. Well, okay. So 6 months ago, what did it look like?
6 months ago, it was a lot better than it was now.
No, you said you were a single mom. Why were you a single mom 6 months ago? You said you got divorced. So did you get back together 6 months ago?
So 6 months ago, we moved in.
Oh, you finally got back in the life of your kids. That's usually a good start. You said to being a father?
Yeah,
okay. How old was he now?
October 24th is when we got divorced.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like we gotta go back a little bit. When did you guys meet? Because 7-year-old is not like a super young.
We met in 2017. No, October of 2017.
Okay.
Started dating.
What were you, like?
Yeah, I was 17 years old.
17, okay. Which makes you 24?
Yes.
Here we are.
Yeah, were you? That was good.
Oh, fuck.
Us wait until after
You purposely did the grooming technique, okay. Well, I mean, it is.
They're laughing, but he did groom her. He was 24, she was 17.
I was put his hands on her and all kind of stuff.
Okay, at 17?
Yeah. Well, the guy was 45.
Did you have to wait that, listen, in the state of Texas, you wouldn't have been punished anyway. Do we say that's appropriate? No, I wouldn't sign off for that being appropriate. Do I care what people who are young making mistakes do? No.
And, well, they're from Texas. And age of consent in Texas is 17. I don't get why age of consent isn't just 18 across the entire United States, but that's just me.
She had makeup on, her eye has black eye. I asked what happened.
But that's not even the worst thing this guy did. She said in the promo for this video, she said he choked her while she was holding her newborn baby, and she basically said he was jacking off on the couch when a 7-year-old walks in the room. Fucking disgusting.
Blot it. Okay. No, blot it.
And they divorced and got back together. Why'd they divorce and get back together? Why do they come on the show and spill all these beans to millions of people if they are together? I mean, he would keep this shit private.
Now.
I sweat.
Yeah, I know, right?
Over every little thing, I have to sweat.
I mean, you gotta realize, like, obviously firing squad for him, I'm just saying, but,
Listen, again, once I appreciate
why do you come on a show that's popular like Caleb Hammer, where millions of people are going to watch and you just spill all your dirty laundry like this? Also, that doesn't make any sense for her either. If she's going to be with him, right?
Why? If you're already...
I mean, these people are going to get found and end up getting harassed, I'm sure.
You said you're waiting until 18. You don't wait without talking.
Aye, aye, Captain.
No, she had...
I was 2 weeks before turning 18 when he admitted that he had feelings for me as well. Yes.
What?
Well, that's what she needs for a second. That's before it's better.
Okay, whatever. That's weird. Here, take this and you just dab around.
Okay.
Give the skin its first break at 33. There you go. Around every little corner. Yeah, there you go. This smells so disgusting. It just takes, it separates the oil. Yeah, do your fucking nose, man. It's the the shale field itself.
That's insane.
Yes, you're disgusting.
Yeah, that is nasty.
Yes, you're nasty. You barely even touched it. Your cheeks are still horrendous. But doesn't he actually look almost, wow. It's like, first time she got wet in about 8 years. Okay. Sure. Okay, so, see, okay. No, what? How old are you when you had the kid? No, you'd have been 19. So, okay, you guys got together at 18. You get married at 18?
But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, I believe I know where to find a more complete example.
Does anyone know the answer?
Yes. So we got married in June of 2018.
Oh, so you were 18. What, in June? When's your birthday?
Really? So this chick's like 26? That's a rough 26.
But it's not like you did the weird thing where you're just waiting for her to turn 18 and then just win. No. I'm knocked up. So, okay, and then pregnancy. Now, what's the happened to lead to this divorce where you guys are back together? What is happening here? What the happened?
I went on vacation with my mom and 2 sisters. He got mad that he had to stay home with our children because they were young.
That led to a divorce and vacation?
It led to me coming home, my door getting smashed in, cops being called.
Whoa, pause. Who smashed in the door? You're getting wrong.
She had me out.
I did not want you out. You had
she
the
did.
keys.
I didn't have keys. I haven't told you that.
Okay, I got a couple thoughts on that. He obviously a fucking idiot for smashing the door in, but this right here is a good example of why modern marriages don't work. She just said, I wanted to go on vacation with my family, or with my mom and my sisters. I just went ahead and did it, and left the kids with him. And then obviously he's upset by that. So she did not submit to her husband. You don't go on a fucking vacation without your kids. Like, let's not just blow past that and go right to his childish behavior. Like, they're both fucking idiots.
You said, open the door. Or I'm going to
open your door. I'm sure you did.
With our 2 kids sleeping in the other room. As I had literally just said, I'm getting in bed because you're leaving. You have the car keys. You're getting in the truck.
What's wrong with you? Why'd you bust in the door? Even if you didn't have the keys, you knock your call.
How do you leave your family? How do you leave your kids and husband to go on vacation with your mom and sisters? Hello, Super Henry. What's up, man? About time you show up, buddy.
Sorry, guys. I feel like you probably just jumped ahead because I'm confused. But that's a legitimately concerning thing. You went on a vacation. He was upset. What was the vacation?
It was for my little sister.
What's wrong with you? Why are you upset about that?
I wasn't upset about that.
It's
So,
about time you show up, buddy.
well, no, the kids kept asking me where their mom
Do you
was.
go to Trader Joe's?
Well, I don't want to tell them because I don't want to be upset. And
Have
so,
you heard of Trader Joe's?
Why would they get upset?
I mean,
I've heard of Trader Joe's.
Maybe
Do you go to
you already
Chili's?
listen.
I told my kids when I got back, and they were super excited. They were like, "Oh, can we see pictures?" After we moved out, and they were super excited for this. That was back.
Well, again, if he says don't go on the vacation, don't go on the fucking vacation.
Fucking 1-year-old. No, 2-year-old. What was even happening? So, okay, you're upset. How long was the trip?
2 days.
Why? What the f is actually wrong?
Smoking
Where'd you
knows
go?
what Trader Joe's
Oh
is.
my gosh, you drove like, what is that, 5 hours?
Smo Gamer knows what Trader Joe's is.
You freak out about that. Because you said it was just telling your kids where she went? Is what made you upset?
oh, none of that. Like, so, growing up, I never had like childhood. I grew up very poor. And so,
Wait a second.
This is Trader Joe's.
and so I don't want to tell the
Goes
kids
to
they
Trader Joe's every
gotta
day.
go,
This stream is a Trader Joe's.
all that. And so, I decided to get distracted. Our
So
oldest,
you know, no, I also grew up not very well off. I have not busted the door on any of my partners. Continue.
and so, our oldest kept asking, "Where's mommy? Where's mommy?" And I was like, "Well, she's out of town." Like,
Sound like she wanted to go on the vacation to get away from you, and you're upset, and as you should be.
and I have dinner made, everything else.
But still, why couldn't you go? Why couldn't you go with the kid? Could she answer? Can we put a little bit of pressure on the woman here? Just a little bit of pressure on her.
He went to his house. His best friend hated me.
Not anywhere near me, bud. I don't even know where the nearest Trader Joe's is to me.
You never went to Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's is like a guy sitting on the corner somewhere selling you meat out of a truck.
Isaac never
His
went
name
to
is
Trader
Joe.
Joe's.
What he's doing, just trying to get an update on the boys. He was ignoring me. Would not answer me. Then when we're on our way back, he finally, out of the blue, wants to start acting like everything's normal. Oh, I love you. I hope you had fun. We miss you. Blah,
His
blah, blah.
name is Joe.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll be home. And so I get home, and he did. He wanted to act like everything was wrong. Had dinner ready, and I was like, dude, what has been up with the last few days? Like, what have my kids been up to? What? Why are you ignoring me now, acting like everything's okay? And he said that he didn't want to talk about it. And I said, okay, I'm going to bed. And so then I ended up getting up to
I saw Jacob at Trader Joe's.
something, and I just said, hey, it's hurt my feelings that you want to like give me the cold shoulder. Obviously you're upset, just talk to me. And he's like, well, it's bullcrap that you were able to go out to town, blah blah blah. And I said, I think it would be weird for y'all to come on a girls trip that I've had for the first time in forever.
Dad for a couple days. Let her go live a little life. What's wrong with you?
So I called it weird.
No, oh, no. We ain't doing this shit. Oh, it's okay to go on a girls' trip, but no guys' night out? Fuck you.
Because I said it.
Fuck Caleb for being a simp in this moment, dude. That's being simp behavior, bro. Super Henry, Sam, what's up?
It would be weird that you wanted to come on a girl.
No, we ain't doing this shit. He's like, oh, it's okay if you want a girl night out. Leave your kids for a couple days. It's all good.
Went just like this and punched a hole in the wall. What the f?
no. So our bathroom wall was real thin tile, and there's nothing behind it.
Punch it.
And so
I'm
I
not
just
getting
punched the hole
that.
like this, and the tile.
Badge Wars.
You still punch
Oh
him.
shit.
So,
Why'd you think she was calling you?
well, because I was like, we've been to Dallas before, to Rainbow Lodge, all together, and I was like, we stayed in
Also, where we went when we were poor. I get it.
No, well, I went with her family. Her mom, the girls, her.
I get it. It's the white trash Kalahari, right?
And so we stayed in a separate room, and so I was like, me and the boys says have a room. Like, we could have went down there again together, and
The story is why do you think you called him? Because you guys went to Barry Lodge before?
what? Oh no, just like it'd be
Read
weird.
my
Were you saying the
messages,
same room? I was
please.
like, we were saying the same room.
I have been, sir. And the TTS is too.
Smogamer goes to Trader Joe's every day.
Smoke Gamer goes to Trader Joe's every day.
Hey, you come with us? He was like, yeah, go have fun. Was all
Good. Yeah. Let me dance for you like a monkey. Sam, let me just dance for you like a monkey. Toe tap.
You just keep saying, it's weird. Why would you want to go? Why would you want to go?
You crack me up, man.
Oh shit, 3 times.
Okay, but even still,
How do you get?
I'm gonna repeat your TTS before the TTS
I
plays.
hate Dance Monkey.
I hate Dance Monkey.
that we had
I hate Dance Monkey, goddammit.
What? No context, please.
Yeah.
What issues would lead to that insinuation?
My little sister spent the night one time, and he stayed in the living room, and she walked out to go grab a drink, and he was on the couch doing very inappropriate things. Proceeded to lie to me and my mom about it when she wanted to go home, and so then he tied me saying it was weird into.
Okay. This is gross, dude. He basically, you're in a family room at the Great Lodge Hotel or whatever. And what do? He's J.O.'d it on the couch. And the chick of a not legal age happens to walk out and see it. Why the fuck when you're hanging out with your family are you gonna J.O. it on a couch where anybody could walk out and see it? Like, that's ridiculous. Let's see. Let me see where we're at on the quest. So pretty sure that whole quest felt like nothing but a cutscene. We're getting there, man. If I really wanted to, I could probably beat Final Fantasy tomorrow. Like, once I'm done today, I probably would only have a few quests left, and I could probably beat Final Fantasy tomorrow. But what about the side quest? Let's see, we got Footfalls in Ash is quest 87654. This is quest 63 of 68.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Sam the man. What's up, man? It's fucking disgusting.
The past experience. Also, the time she was like 7. Which, granted, he didn't know that she was gonna walk out. Like, it was not meant to be like that, but he then tied it back to that.
What the? Oh.
Hi, Sam.
No. 17-year-old.
Sam
Hi, Sam.
7-year-old in the house. Why are you in the living room? No. You don't do. No. First of all, I just gotta know that literally nobody knew this before. But kid is in the house. We don't sexual exposure. Unless there's like
Do you have a PS5?
No, I was sleeping in on her. They were sleeping in.
Can I talk to David, please?
Can I talk to David?
I know.
And that's why I said it was one night. Like, she was spending the night one night.
And what was he caught doing specifically?
Jacking off.
Just full out in the open?
No, out under a blanket. Like,
doesn't sound like it from what's being said.
She said that she saw everything, and then he proceeded to call her a liar.
Oh my god, dude. That's instant divorce there. First of all, I mean, I hate to say it, if you have a wife, you shouldn't have to JO. Number one. Number two, if you're in a specific situation that they were in, where he's sleeping in the living room for a night, and they're staying at a hotel or something, can you not just wait another day?
So when she walked in,
or at least use the bathroom and lock the door? Do it discreetly.
I didn't know she did anything. But apparently she walked out because it was pretty dark.
But you think we have worked past all this, but he tried it back. You worked past that? Well, yeah, that's that.
First of all, can you just appreciate for a moment?
Are you back? We tell you to say no, we didn't know this is a big deal.
It is true.
What's up? Use the show. It's fine now, but what up? Use the show. Besides that, this is great. You said
it wasn't singular.
You said
it was only an instance, but yes, I brought in warning from Silicon about it, and so he tied me.
Yes, I think so. Hey, look at your 7-year-old sister. Yes.
It wasn't in front of her.
But no one sets up in the thing where you know people walk out. Nobody does. Nobody's the right way.
Nobody would do that. Unless you're going off of the thrill of trying to get away with it. And still, you don't do it.
The thrill of public fun or public sex is the thrill that the white get caught. That's the thing. That's the thing with that. You would not be doing that. I wouldn't have moved past that. So that's what you thought she was insinuating in that moment.
Well, kind of.
Well, kind of. What then?
Alright.
What's that?
No, she was saying like, well, why would you want to go? I'm like, guys, it's fun. It's Rainbow Lodge. Like, coaster, dude. Like, why would somebody want to go have fun at a theme park, at a water park? Like,
okay.
It's Cameron all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all.
I can be real with you. Your debt is not the same as everyone else's. You've got your own unique mix of credit cards,
Get past the ad.
loans, and collections. Whatever. Your interest rates are different. Your payments are different. Your life is different.
oh, and my
Wait, what's up? Okay, I mean, being told he will specifically not stream it on TV when you say to stream it on TV?
Granted, I had no idea. Lindsay actually told me that was like when we were talking. I was like, "Oh yeah, we can get Roblox on our TV," and she's like, "Well, he doesn't do that," and I was like, "No, he's
Hi, I'm
always
Sam.
on his phone doing it."
Hey, Sam.
You can do it, honestly. Like, but she gets my phone any given time, and I hand her my phone any given time. Like, and
Can I see your phone?
yes, absolutely.
Oh no, open please.
Yeah.
Arrest me for touching this.
And her little sister wanted to chat with me on there, and I didn't know I had to even chat on Roblox. Like, I even told her, like, if you want to message me, you gotta message me.
Oh god, he's a Roblox dude too. At age 33, playing Roblox.
She downloaded WhatsApp on my phone for
being told another one of those.
That's no
He doesn't have. I've never heard it say he doesn't have Telegram either.
Remember you download WhatsApp when we had to create that account for
Our mark is Drake's spine.
oh, was it?
And there's a lot of road between us and
You were saying get that number, the fake number
press on
for
to stone here.
Aye, you never know.
you were creating.
What's
Oh,
that? Text now, and that was for the Walmart Plus because I got locked up.
There are no chat communications happening.
yeah, I don't use it whatsoever. She literally downloaded it for Walmart Plus because she was creating new accounts on Walmart Plus so we can get the Walmart Plus deal.
You open it one more time?
May
Yeah.
you hide Ultima's remaining
I'll be
secrets,
honest.
and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
How old's his sister now?
She is.
All right.
Yeah, I think she's
Stay
a
out of
seer.
trouble.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I
And
always do.
I mean, we all look past
They
it.
did not see each other for a long time until she was okay with seeing him again. And that's what
she
would
got
do.
Share
Oh,
about
too.
this.
Yeah.
Roblox and Minecraft. First two things that pop up.
Minecraft is literally I play with her and our oldest.
Like, I don't like Minecraft. I go on there just to break stuff as they build stuff. In Minecraft, I play with my boys, and sometimes her sisters when they online too with us. But they'll join the game with our kids and me.
It's hard to tell which way
And
is
then
up.
other than that, I just like you can go, you can open, and you go look at my recent games on there. I don't mind.
Resupply and wait for Joshua.
He's never.
Wait, the Angry Gap. Did we just start a new mission already?
That I guess like child CPP.
No, that's not a new mission. That's a new location.
I'm very against that. Like yeah.
Most people don't have to say that. Okay, so that's why you divorced him?
I haven't gotten up to my head because of it before.
What?
Because I went after somebody because of it.
What?
Like, I am very against it. I was molested as a kid. Like, I am very.
Alright, so he had a, we'll just say he was a victim when he was young. And that is typically, yeah, that you find out victims of that later on in life go on to do things. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Actually, not. I wouldn't have said that.
No, like, I really, like, will go and fight and go to prison.
Okay, yeah. I know, you have to hyper defend. You're not making it look better by hyper defending. Most people don't have to.
I'm hyper defending, I was saying.
I'll take this one out.
Okay, so, and then you punch the hole in the wall? Why would you hold multiple holes?
Yeah. Because he did, you know, just
scare me, especially with kids in the house.
That's what I said. I said, you need to chill out because if my kids wake up, I'm going to be pissed, and he didn't want to chill out, and went, grabbed the keys. He's like, you know what, I'm done, I'm leaving. And I said, okay.
Grab the keys.
Mm-hmm. And so I followed him to the front yard as he's yelling, screaming outside in our front yard.
Take care of this thing.
I was like, are you sure you weren't making
I mean, I'll fight enemies along the path. I'm not going to go out of my way, but I want to make sure I'm not under-leveled either.
Walked to my room, and by the time I'm starting to get under the door, and I mean, to the point where the door frame fell off.
Dude, why kick in a door, dude? That's such a waste of fucking money.
It's not a natural response.
And it wasn't even
though it's out on accident before. I call locksmith. I mean, I call people. How quickly? Of him trying to get into the door.
Literally, it's 900 square foot house. I walked to the bedroom.
I have a 900 something square foot house.
Don't hide it.
But I also don't have any kids here.
Kick the door in within 30 seconds.
I thought to let me in. She walked up and no. You said you're leaving. I'm letting you in. I'm telling.
So, do you think the appropriate response is kick the door in? Even still?
I mean, yes, I was down there and say, like, now we're
so far. Kid.
In front of a kid.
He walked on out on whatever.
Setting yourself up for it. And two, you're not getting the situation.
To which then cops had to arrest him.
Oh my, okay, so he broke down the door. He broke down the door, you called the cops immediately?
I told him, I said, I swear on you, if you take another step towards me, I'm calling the cops. I stepped out and he wanted to start coming at me. And so I did, I called the cops and I was like, I need an officer out here now. I'm genuinely scared for my life and
I mean, well, you try things.
Okay, but look at this. This chick, she's scared for her life. She divorced him. She's back with him, though. What happened? The money dry up?
Which is where I was standing in the doorway of our boys' room, so you could not get to the boys, because you said that you were going to take the boys. And I said, no, my boys don't need to see me like this. Don't take another step towards me, and you wanted to take a step towards me and throw things at me, and that's and the
man, what a piece of shit.
They were about 30 seconds quick.
Throwing stuff at a chick, dude? Come on.
To make it to.
I hate both these people.
And they didn't. They pushed right past me and then ended up apologizing because they literally pushed me to try to get to my kids.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that they did right. That's good.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
He didn't smoke. That is what it is. That's better. Back to funny.
I'll keep up. Will you have a redemption arc by the end of this?
Yes. I quit smoking.
Okay, that was the issue. That was the issue.
No.
It did. It led to a lot of like
Smoking does not make you a PDF. Smoking does not make you a domestic abuser. That is fucking insane. That's insane coke.
He threw at my head.
No, yeah, not at your ball. It was in the sea.
He said it was.
Oh, I didn't throw a bullet at your head. I just threw it at your neck. What is?
Ex-brother, because he said don't throw things at her, and literally he went and tackled her. Not tackled it.
I didn't throw it. I literally threw it at the sink because it was my dinner.
Why would you be throwing a bowl at the sink? Even your excuses make no sense.
Because I was in the living room and I was like, you know,
This great bridge reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicle 1's bridge.
Funny, like compared to like that wall, and so I was like,
okay, yeah, continue, sure.
I was like, no, I don't want to eat no more, and I was like, and I just threw the bowl at the sink.
Classic end of dinner. I'm done. Classic dinner situation.
What do you mean? You eat dinner and then you just throw the bowl towards the sink because you're done with it?
In his,
You set it in the sink. Set it, not throw it.
It was not.
Yeah. His brother-in-law ended up literally saying, no, he threw it at her.
Okay. Were there other cop calls?
No, they, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
What?
He choked me.
Wouldn't his brother-in-law be your brother? Why do you say it weird? Like that's his brother-in-law called the cops. Wouldn't that be your brother?
Like, defends them. Like,
if you're the wife?
The defensiveness. If you would just own up to it and be like, yes, that's what I did. I fucked up. Great. But it's the defense.
Or did you mean your brother-in-law, his brother?
Because in the beginning,
it's really bizarre.
But not like baby more baby. That's even where I said that I drew the line. I don't need more baby.
She draws the line, guys. She knows how to pick them, guys.
So with the newborn baby.
Yeah. And then his mom called me with death threats on the exact same night because I took his son away from him and I was mistaken for the person. I didn't want to go.
So if it was an accident, you noticed that the GPS and it wasn't good, it wouldn't have lasted for 15 seconds.
No, like it would get down stuff like when she got upset, she grabbed the kid after it was started. Like,
Okay, so he's arguing your facts. You're with him, so.
Step up, third place, third stop. She picked up the baby, and I was like, no, like, this.
That's why
what was the answer on the psychopath?
We were in some stupid argument. Our oldest with me, and he was, I was stupid, and he grew up, oh, well, we're in this type of relationship. I said, stop. No, we're not doing this right now. I have my kid. Wait, I walked around this time bed. I said, I swear, you're not. I have a baby. And that's when he ended up saying, oh, I still have it. Yes, and I still have our oldest in my hands, and then I got up, I called him. I'm like, I need you to come pick me up. I'm not be here. And on the phone down to her house, that's when his mom called me.
If you're in a BDSM relationship, after a big argument, after a no, I don't want to do this, why is that when the choke will be
Okay, he's using the excuse that he was in a BDSM relationship for why he choked her, but they weren't in a BDSM situation. She was holding her newborn.
Well, shit. But, I mean, it was like...
And told you not to do it.
You get punished for it, and she did this. We agreed upon this.
This is supposed to be a financial show, by the way. We haven't even gotten to finances.
Don't do crap with a baby in the mix, yes. And the fact that I said, wait, the fact that I was walking away from you with our child in my hands.
But you were also acting really crazy too, though.
Was she?
Yes.
I think she...
What, not that?
Yes, you were.
What? I don't even want to get in that time, honestly, but out of just fairness and conversation with him, I'm sure. What?
Okay, so he was already yelling and cussing, and I was like, look, you need to put your shit, or you're going to get punished. And she wanted to keep on yelling, cussing, and then she pushed me. I said, no, you're not going to push me, like that would get your ass, like, in a lot of serious trouble. And then...
Oh, so she pushed him first. I mean, they never bring that up, but still.
You're going to put your shit in
arguments. Let's see. To understand the difference between doing things sexually and doing things seriously.
But it wasn't all sexual, you know.
That we should don't do shit with baby. And that's why we just sat here and said is that you cannot just own up for the shit that you've done. That's my
I mean, if you can't own up for the shit that he's done, why'd you take him back?
I don't know if that's something. I should have kissed in the picture. I'm sorry. I'm working out. 5, 6 years left. You know the work that I did it on the door, and she didn't ignore it. Everything else is baloney. We want to find what do you do? I see all of this. Everyone's money for alone.
The problem is that we have when it's just defending the action.
Yes, you do it because he has in the past that he is defending that today. Today he's defending it. Then he's defending masturbating for him again. He's trying to out the kid.
Right now, what portion was
what? Private.
Like, it was an accident. You were fucking walking out.
That's not an accident. No one sets himself up there without the risk. The whole thing changes.
No, see, that's your mind comes from.
No, you go to the bathroom. Everyone knows to go to the bathroom. You know.
Oh, he's mad now. Oh boy.
Is that just my mind that you go to the bathroom when a kid is gonna come out? Okay, nothing else is
not masturbate for one night.
Well, the good is that, but number one, I guess, according to you, everyone in this room is a pedophile because everyone raised their hand when they said we just go to the bathroom.
And that's not the point. Just stop. Just admit that yes, it was fucked up. Everybody here, it was
also gaslighting the kid. Gaslighting the kid that's lying, all this stuff like that's not what you say if it was those hands know the act. You don't do the act. That's bullshit.
I didn't even know she even seen me until a week later. And it came out. Nobody told me that shit. You told me that she didn't know that she was going home. And then
that's what I got told from us. Me, our oldest, my sister.
Okay. Let's pretend the kid's sitting there and why there's something fun? My girl, back home, her sister's right out. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, it was fake.
Okay.
It was.
It was.
That's better than just sitting there. Yeah, it was in it.
Also, I did catch her earlier. They caught it too. You're defending her. All your woman gave it. What's the door of you? There's nothing that phone.
No, I don't. It's a kid for.
Oh, just joke. Oh, yeah, well, you guys live together now. The house, but
that's like that. It was supposed to be a 1 week thing. And that's why I even, come on, because I was like, I need to get my shit together. And if you're going to be here, you're coming with me because you were supposed to stay for a week, and it's been push out. Yes, I admit I have not been like this room again, and like we tried to rebuild things, but I was like, no, you're going to get your shit together too. I'm not doing both parts of a relationship.
This relationship is insufferable.
It's fucking insane.
July 3rd.
Your attempt to defend it. You're supposed to learn the reality it didn't work. I wanted to rebuild me, and then you did it to try to defend it. You gotta just stop.
Well, that was a pretty long little fight there.
Stay home on first. Didn't like it too much. Got on board with it.
That's fine.
And so she's like, well, how about you stay home with kids? I go get the job. And so we're like, okay, because when we both try to work, we get into arguments because when the kids get sick or something happens, we can't both take off work.
No, sir. It started on we were not getting that together unless he had a job, and he kept pushing it off and saying, oh, nobody's hiring. So then I started applying for him. He would get calls back when I was applying for him. And then, yes, then he brought it.
So he says, I want to be the man of the house. I want to work. You stay at home. But then he said there's no jobs out there. Didn't apply for any. She applied for him.
Yes, now.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I've been doing applications on DMV, too. I did like 5 different.
That guy looks cool on the game.
5 interviews.
Yes.
Since when?
Since October. That was this year. Before we sat down and talked about me just staying home with the kids.
So from October to October.
Oh yeah, I did 5 interviews. Like while I was trying to find another job before I got the job that I had before this. A week minimum. That was my minimum threshold. Due enough of myself. What did you talk about? How do you not
That's
feel
open,
shit?
I think.
I put applications in. I just wasn't getting called back.
Oh, wow.
Indeed.
So
He's saying what companies.
No. What? Indeed. Yes, I'm Indeed. What?
I don't think Indeed on my phone anymore.
Oh, why not anymore? Why not anymore?
Because I tried going through.
No, that's not it. That's the old phone. It's on the green phone at the house, or the white phone.
Yes. Actually, I need to wrap up my at least understanding. So, okay, after the door situation, it's like the 5th police phone call, and I'm sure it's more, but whatever. Let's just go from there. Is that when you divorced?
Yes.
Okay, how quickly after the domestic violence situation did you divorce?
So I moved out that very night.
Good.
And I told him I was done about 2 weeks later, and everything was finalized in December.
Good. Okay, 2 years of divorce.
If the vessel would see the path opened,
why
does but to ask?
Did you let him move back in even for a week?
So
I'm sure your family was on your side, right? When they were okay, good. And they probably don't. How do they even think about you guys being together now? Dude, if I was like your relative, I'd be burning shit down.
Yeah,
protest.
They're okay with it because I seem to be okay with it.
They're okay with me moving back in?
My mom was very cautious towards, like, whatever, yeah. She wanted me to proceed with caution. And as of right now, it's kind of tolerating.
Well, why am I being told your family didn't even know? Oh, well, why are you telling me they were okay? They said move with caution.
Yeah, they are.
How long until they knew?
Supposed to get through that?
4 weeks.
If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggle,
Hotel. Kept asking me to fund a hotel.
Get a job, loser.
And then he, basically, long story short, at the time I was staying with my mom, things were getting stressful, and so my grandfather ended up trying to help me get a house. And I moved into the house, and he found it very convenient that I then had my own house. It was like, oh, I really want to work on things, and we need to be back together, and was trying to prove himself to me, and I kept telling him to get a job. And then he couldn't stay with his friend anymore, so he came to me and he's like, look, I don't have anywhere to stay. And
why doesn't anyone want you to live with them?
No, I didn't want to say my friend because he was smoking weed, and I was trying to quit smoking weed. And so I was
he
like,
didn't quit until I officialized the divorce. He told me he quit in October.
Grab that
And
potion.
until, 2 or 3 months later.
So kept asking you to get a job.
Yeah. And then he finally asked me if he could stay with me for a week. And I said, yes, you can stay with me for a week. He was supposed to have job interviews lined up.
which I did, and I was doing the job interviews, and then they were like, oh yeah, you're just doing great, and then I'll get emails saying that they got another candidate. But I
You
can't.
didn't get a job. Why did you let him move back in?
So
Well, again, was he applying at every job? I doubt it. Was he applying at a gas station or freaking McDonald's? Or...
Okay, so what happened at the end of the week?
I did not hold boundaries.
Was he applying like 40 hours a week, spending applying, looking for work? Is he applying at hundreds of places? No, probably not.
Kicking him out.
Regardless of the income, and start somewhere.
But for our kids, because he and his family would always be like, oh, well, we run this town, and...
We run Lubbock?
Yeah, and...
His kick-ass family?
Oh, that explains it. They're from Lubbock, Texas. They're from Texas Tech area. Makes a lot of sense now.
Big-time person in Lubbock.
Doing what?
That's where Patrick Mahomes is from.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yes, when I was getting threatening phone calls, I was like...
Forgive me for asking.
Honestly scared to lose my kids.
How would the drug dealer take your kids?
Anxiety. It was just, I was very anxious about the whole situation, and he was trying to show me that he was changing, and that.
What have you been typing for like 1,000 years?
No, I'm trying to download the Indeed app.
You can go Safari.
You can log in via web browser. Okay, sorry, continue. What did his parents do? How did they run the town? Your drug dealer brother gonna kill me for you saying stupid things on my show?
The nights came.
I would prefer if you actually answered that question.
No.
Okay, good, because my security guard's better shot.
I doubt that, but...
Well,
and it's comments like that that were scaring me at the time.
I'm just saying,
we got the top level people.
So, and then,
I'm not saying that like that, I'm just saying like he's a good shot too, like he likes shooting guns. But no, it's not even
how is he
like
gonna
that.
do that from working?
I don't know, I'm not saying not like that, I'm just saying like
what does he sell?
He doesn't.
That's good, he got his life.
No, it's locked up.
He's in prison.
Oh.
I'm under charge.
The end of the world.
Who did he kill?
Supposedly one of his brothers' friends.
Huh? He didn't do it. He actually has Project Innocence look into his case because he was framed for it. He didn't do it.
I support that man, and he is innocent, and everything's good, and he's a good guy, and he didn't do it.
Like, no, like literally, like there's about 1,500 pages of evidence that just got turned to Project Innocence. Saying,
Am I on the side of that evidence? I am. I'm on the side of it.
Thinking he did this.
Good man did nothing wrong.
No, I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying he didn't do the crime he got locked up for.
I agree.
You saw what he did to the people.
Then what about her?
Shut up, kid. I promise, bro. Here.
Let him safe?
Yes. Promise.
Okay, so what else?
Maybe perhaps.
I promise.
Okay, so what else did they do around that time?
I can't think of any other explanation.
That's basically it. But, so his brother threatened me. And,
what was the threat?
well, me and my dad. He threatened to shoot up my parents' house with
Her dad put a gun to my head, told me he was going to shoot my head off.
Why did he do that?
Because he was not a very good guy towards me.
Why do we have so many violent people in our lives?
You know what? I don't blame the dad at all, actually.
Go in her room.
If I had a daughter and some piece of shit
I found out,
beat her up
and that's how me and her dad got
or choked her out, I'd do the same thing as her dad did to that guy.
and put my head to a hood of a car and said he was going to blow my brains out.
What is happening in Lubbock, Texas?
Which means at the end of the
Like,
stairs should
Oh my goodness.
Well, is he in jail?
He is. Yeah.
What is that?
He passed away. You can say he passed away.
How'd he die?
I'm good. Say it like
No, I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
No, that guy, I'm glad he's dead. His daughter, I'm glad he is dead. I would kill him myself.
Her mom wound up shooting him because he was going to the little sisters.
Oh my! Just stop! Just stop! Just stop! Stop! This family's so fucked.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, interesting situation for me to balance here. Close your ears. Can you just close your ears for my sake, real quick? I'm glad that motherfucker's dead.
The mural is complete.
But yeah, so when you pulled a gun on me, my older brother was like, no, like, you're not going to pull a gun on my older brother.
Well, I think that's fair. I'm actually on the side of your brother there, for sure. That's crazy. That is... Is he on the browser? What's he doing?
I'm on
He's got logged in.
Sorry.
Okay. So after getting the threats, you said, okay, you can just stay longer?
Yeah.
So he's there under threat.
Not this time.
Oh, well, I thought you were saying this time.
Past threats. But yes.
Oh, so you were just scared from the past?
Yes.
Well, why'd you let him stay there over a week if you didn't want to?
That's not even...
Because we were trying to rebuild things. We were trying to see...
This cave sort of lighting and whatnot reminds me of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. How the game starts.
Okay, I clicked on his jobs. 0 saved, 0 invitations, 0 applied, 0 interviews.
It might be different. It can't be different.
Okay, would you like to log into the other account?
I tried. I mean, I don't like that. I don't know anything about phones or anything like that. Like, another thing I do is...
Check out info I did too. Email.
Okay. How are you guys doing today?
I thought we were doing great. I mean,
Well, the fact the guy can't even log into his Indeed account, how's he supposed to check and see if he's got the jobs or not? Or the job offers? He can't even figure out how to log back into it.
We haven't been in an argument since.
Oh,
really? Do you have a talk?
Yeah, we...
How often do you guys have sex?
I'm not asking, Gavin.
Well, that's a trick question. She has medical issues.
The trick question. He goes, how often do you have sex? He goes, that's a trick question.
I must do this alone.
Often.
Couldn't tell you
If
last.
I don't return,
So,
you're to
not
find
60
Joshua and make for the
We
Enterprise.
have...
Once. No, twice. Since you moved in.
Probably been more than that.
So I wouldn't say we're necessarily in the healthiest relationship at the moment. If we're not communicating out of fear of argument.
Dude, what's the point of this? They're staying together for the kids. That's all. They're only having sex once or twice in the span of months.
Sweetest. It's like thinking better do nothing. What the?
Don't worry.
They're perfect.
I haven't finished
They're
with
literally
yet.
perfect in the limited interaction I have. What the fuck's happening? So I just need to make sure my kids grow up in a horrendous household? And then they're just going to be the sweetest little things?
People used to replace their windows with vinyl.
Alright, so hold on a second.
Something scientific.
I have to give, hold on a second.
I'm going to get shit for even giving you guys a financial up.
I have to go give little man his medicine, so I'll be right back. I'm going to keep playing the Caleb Hammer clip, but I got to go give little man his medicine. And then I'll be right back.
But you know what the audience is telling me right now, right? You know what they're saying in the comments? That I shouldn't even do it. That I should get you arrested. I mean, I can't. That's not how this works. But you know that's what they're saying.
Arrested for what? I haven't.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But, like, it's like, you know that's what they're saying. They're saying I shouldn't even do this. What do you think I should do here, guys? What do you guys want from me? How about that? You two collectively. Collectively, what do you want from me? And I will do that, because you're the ones on the show.
Regardless of whether we stay together or not, I applied because I need my shit together.
Is this all you, or is it him too?
So, there's a couple of his, yes.
Okay, well, I'll separate it. Now, why, when Lindsay asked you about you filling out jobs, you said filling out job applications is impossible for you because you have a bad memory?
Yeah, my memory is shot. Like,
that's okay, but why can't you fill out job applications because of memory?
Well, because, like, it'd be like, when did you work for this job? And so I'm like,
write it down. Make up a resume.
I've made him a resume.
Oh, which when she made it, I started using it.
Wait, what was your job in 2024? What can we roll that experience into? What were you doing? What was he doing?
He was a cleaning technician.
What were you cleaning?
Commercial events in restaurants.
Okay, that sounds like
Maybe some money-ish. What were you making?
I was making $3,200 a month.
Okay, yeah, listen, that would double literally more than double our household if you guys were
But the
combined.
problem is the guy I was working for was a real big piece of shit, and I would literally go in, like, maybe a couple of days I would go to sleep sometimes because he would book 4 restaurants a night for us to clean, and then we'd go and clean those, get home, and then he had me run to Home Depot to go get supplies up to...
okay, you were working, you were getting paid for the labor. I mean, it was a hard job.
And then,
and if you don't like a hard job, you apply to other jobs. You actually have to apply. You apply to other jobs, get another job, then leave that job.
Well, I loved the job. Like, doing the job, it was the guy, like, he was, and then...
Was there a different manager you could have tried to get requested under?
No, it was just...
There's probably other companies that you could have rolled that experience into that clean hood fence.
He signed a agreement with the guy that if he went to another company like that, he would sue him.
For how long?
2?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years. Well, yeah, probably 2 years, but... yeah, I mean, that's fine. You can work somewhere else for 2 years and then go back. Okay, well, either way, you clearly didn't like the job because the manager ruined it, right? Oh, what? What was the issue? Okay, so this is the why things were bad according to Mr. Lucas. Lucas said you guys had a lot of stresses going on. And you were in a stressful job at the time. That was the go-go-go. That's what you were telling me, right? But when you were working for the job, this is what you said. This is confusing to me. His boss, your boss, made you go to a strip club?
Yeah, so we were in Odessa.
And then lied to me about it.
Odessa, a class old town.
Yeah.
Dude, working for all.
I tried. I don't have a high school diploma, so.
Get a GED.
I've been trying to do that for a couple of years.
How do you try to get a GED for a couple of years?
Well,
he stopped going.
Well, because don't just get a GED. This is not a difficult thing.
I mean,
I'll get you a course career certification in a trade. They have lots of trade things there, HVAC, all that good stuff. I'll get you one of those. People use them, and they obviously get a 6-figure paying job. That's good, but I mean, I have to also take advantage of the oil market out there right now. Get a GED as well. Okay, but go ahead. What was the strip club?
So,
in Odessa.
So we went out to go out to eat. He got a little too drunk. We were catching Uber back to the Airbnb. He told the Uber driver, "I'll give you $400 cash if you take me up to the strip club."
I understand why you either left or got fired and confusion, blah, blah, blah. Why haven't you got a job since?
I mean, I apply for jobs and supposing getting called back.
Don't I just went into your Indeed? No, you literally don't.
She seen my Indeed. I don't know what count.
What have you seen?
They were all jobs that he thought were true, and they were not. They were scam jobs.
They were not.
Yes. Like, he was trying to get signed on.
You're a manager of Burger King. Go work in fast food.
He says that's below him.
No, what? No job is below you when you don't have a job. You have kids. You need to put food on the table. What government benefits are you on?
None.
What? That doesn't make sense.
We don't have government benefits.
But you can apply. Okay, I guess it's something I don't know. Okay, that's fine.
All right. I'm coming on back.
So what do you want to do? Oh, they're telling me what you want to do. Yeah, why don't you tell me what you want to do?
I mean, eventually I want to open up like a business.
That's what he said. Huh. But what does that even mean?
I mean, I figure I've been watching a lot of videos on Facebook stuff with like running a laundromat or being a vacant lot for like trucks or.
All right, so I'm back. We're gonna switch up the content here. We're gonna go to Bug Thief. He's a good gaming YouTuber. He's talking about the gaming news, so we'll look at his stuff. We'll keep playing a little bit longer.
Have you noticed how things only continue to get worse?
All right.
You have. Everybody at this point. Every single year, all of a sudden, you're paying more and getting less back. Hardware is constantly falling out.
Doodles, where you at?
It's constantly in question. The price of games continues to go up, yet the games themselves continue to lose quality.
Yeah, I about had it with that couple. I can't take them another second. So.
Dominant than it has ever been in its entire existence, and it's not even close. Not a single industry that can even touch it at this point. Yet, for whatever reason, the games themselves feel more desperate, more compromised, more hostile towards the audience. That is not by accident. For years, the games industry built up your trust and loyalty by selling you video games, toys, art, entertainment.
Come here.
You bought these games wanted to own these games because we paid for them and we supported it because it gave us something. But somewhere, at some point, they stopped treating these games like video games and started treating them like financial instruments, like leverage. And almost in unison, the entire industry started building services and systems designed to control you, to remove your choice.
All right.
And continue to make money from you long after it's done. It didn't start like this. It's just never the plan. It evolved.
What quest are we on?
People understand why and how. Today.
I'm not even sure.
I want to talk about how.
I don't think we've ended the last quest yet. The Footfalls and Ash. I think we're still on that.
Right now, I just want to give a shout out to Starboard Systems.
I think it was quest. Yeah, I think that was quest 63 or 64 of 68.
PlayStation, filling the world with emotion.
I think we're at the end of that quest, though.
Bringing the joy gaming to everyone. Nintendo to put smiles on the faces of everyone we touch. Look around the games industry, or really any industry, and you'll find statements like this.
I say finish it tomorrow.
Eli says, "Get it done tomorrow." He says.
Why is this beyond paper? On paper, this one principle is supposed to be these companies work stars. It guides every single decision.
But I'm not max level.
They provide not only to their customers, but
I
also
need
to
college
society as a
football
whole.
streams.
Oh man, yeah, you're dying for it, aren't you? I know. I feel that way too.
By making things, and one is by competing with one another.
But what are we gonna do about Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, man? We got to get through that campaign too.
Biggest companies in gaming further and further away from that idea. They stop serving their audience. They stop seriously competing with one another, and because of that, more and more these guys have now started to compete together towards the same goal, gain leverage over the and with franchises, DLCs, microtransactions, digital games, mobile games, new platforms, budgets, consolidations, monetization, surveillance, removal of value, removal of ownership, legitification. It wants to be flat. Violent evolution until relatively young.
In getting MW4 if the gameplay showcase looks good.
And it slowly became a self-serving pocket.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm even thinking about getting MW4 for $70, I might as well play MW3 for free and see how I feel about it.
Even as gaming exploded in the late 80s and 90s, it was built around one simple idea. Make something fun and exciting enough.
When does the Black Ops 2 come out?
Made the game, sold the game, and people loved it. They come back for the next one. And for a long time, these companies understood that trust was everything. After it crashed in 1983, gaming was this risky, unstable, and maybe even a fad of a business. But Nintendo rebuilt that trust by assessing about the quality of the relationship with their customers. The NES is not just a
Well, I know the campaign. I've always heard the campaign sucks. But again, we're talking about being able to play a free Call of Duty. Even Call of Duties where people say the campaign sucks, I always found the campaigns to be kind of dumb fun for a few hours at least, you know? I just wouldn't like to pay $70 for it. Oh, the ending sucked. Also heard it's really short, which is fine with me.
Nintendo plans to seal quality on the front of every single one of their games. Like, trust was the whole business. That trust was what Nintendo every single business across the world. It's also built the foundation for Sega, Sony, Microsoft to come in and compete on. Every console after that was just massively industry, just kept growing, built off of that same trust. Every generation felt like these impossible games compared to the last. For the most, the only thing that has ever been free was what game you actually want to play next. And from here, over the next 20 years, things are going to continue to snowball. That trust is build up. You get the investment, then it's going to be sales numbers, entertainment, and By November 9th, 2004, Halo made $125 million in 4 hours, becoming the biggest opening day in entertainment history. 3 years later, Halo 3 would shatter that record by part of not the 6 feet of entertainment that was taken from video games. In that moment, were no longer not seen. Something everybody started looking at. Players, games like Halo, Final Fantasy, Zelda, Mario, Battlefield, Call of Duty games but now this was stability, predictability, profit, happens all the time. They were becoming a reputable person annualized revenue. Sequel franchises seemingly growth. More money started to be in the game, frankly, like investment, public investment, all of it started to be games like all of it. And money came with this location. Companies were no longer expecting to make great games. No, they were expecting to grow their revenue. Build that profits was to create franchises, bigger markets, or safe bets, repeatable formulas, and annualized releases. That's where the incentives of the industry started to rise. This is the first case that we see. Sequels and franchises are not inherently bad, by the way. They help build the industry. We would have had them with or without Wall Street in this case. The difference is why they were actually being made. Before the shift, sequels existed because people loved those games and wanted to see more of them. After the shift, the sequels are increasingly existing because of the fact that the investors wanted predictable revenue. New ideas immediately became harder to justify, and even new IP was designed from the ground up to become its own franchise eventually because the game itself just wasn't enough anymore. It had to become a pipeline to more content and more revenue. This is also when we started to see the shape of the industry start to change. Publishers and teams and budgets and all this stuff just got bigger. Roles became more specialized. Technology improved. Output increased. Mergers with giant corporations.
Oh, wait, this isn't Mug Thief. This is Legendary Drops. My bad.
Activision merging with many games.
I'm sort of newly subscribed to both Mug Thief and Legendary Drops. They have really good essays on, like, the video game industry as a whole.
What platform you played on? There was a buffet of incredible games. Every single year felt stacked. Every generation just got bigger than the last. The money that was pouring into the games industry made these games more ambitious, more polished, more cinematic, and more technically impressive than anything we'd ever seen before. So at that time, none of us.
We're getting so close to the end.
Because while the biggest publishers
I feel
were getting stronger, well, we didn't realize that everybody else was getting squeezed. Indie and mid-tier studios were not able to compete at all. They didn't have the money to be able to print merchandise games at scale, not like these other companies. They didn't have the marketing budgets that
we don't know the release date for Black Ops 2 Core.
Investor backing, or even the
comes out this month.
A lot of this
I thought.
Got put into contracts.
You still don't know?
Look back at a lot of the independent studios that we have today that have been in the games industry for years. Most of these guys were all forced into contract or required by.
Not like I don't already have a bunch of shit I'm buying. I'm just saying.
Consumers, well, we just had all of our trust consolidated around the biggest publishers and franchises in the industry. But we never even noticed it. The games were just too good. The growth was too exciting. The industry just felt like it was constantly moving forward. The decay from investor-driven sequelization wouldn't even fully reveal itself.
It just
so
says
many
July.
years later, and even then, guys, this is just the first wave of investment. The next one was going to change the industry forever. While games were running in the mid to late.
I'd almost feel like it would be today, since they're dropping MW3 into the PS Plus service. If it's not today, I mean, I assume it'd be a Tuesday. Could be the 14th, could be the 21st. Doubt it's the same day as Halo's drop. Let's see. The Last King. Let's see where we're at.
PlayStation started selling digital games through their own platforms. And that completely rewrote the logic of the business. It was no longer just buy the console, buy the game. No, the console itself is now the storefront, a service, a permanent revenue channel that is sitting in your living room. Every single account, every download, add-on, subscription, and content becoming a larger part of a bigger system. And most of us didn't even it was exciting. The games were still great at the time. Keep that in mind. That's probably the most important.
So The Last King.
Spent years building
building up trust, and because of that trust,
68, 67, 66, 65. The last king is Quest 64.
also the systems that were giving these platform holders more control over what we could access, what we could own, and how long they could keep charging us long after the stick. And then smartphones come on.
Hey! Shut it up!
Purchases in 2009, and by the early 2010s, mobile games had already become the clearest example of what games could look like. The sales stopped being the point. Angry Birds, Farmville, Gotcha Games, Timers, Energy.
So this is the 5th to last quest.
This is not the game. It wasn't about somebody to buy a single game once. It's about playing the players who game forever. The first part is that it worked. After that, or longer, after the actual work round, once I play box, free-to-play, live service, all some versions of the exact same thing. Games for more product, the biggest bundle service. In this circumstance, we're on thought immediately tonight from 2011, digital 2015, the buys in 2016, Microsoft buying Mojang in 2014. That history was not video no longer exist. They were investors. Ultimately, spelled one of the biggest funny things is outside impact all strategic games industry. Combine all the things behind it, microphone, digital download, and all this stuff. A lot of the stuff by investors. They want to this is going to be the best path forward to making more money. These guys wanted to improve their profits for their shareholders. Definitely not for us, I can tell you that much. But in its formative years, this industry was never about any of that. This industry was a bunch of nerds that were making games inside of a creative industry that nobody thought was actually going to be profitable. It was entirely luck based. It was a roll of the dice. Gamers making games for games. Creative works that were being made for kids. It's anything but predictable. But the games industry found its initial foothold by relentlessly serving its customers. Relentlessly. It was insane. I worked at GameStop back then. I remember exactly what it was like. We didn't have a care in the world. Everything was fine. We never had anything to worry about. We always knew these customers felt like games were amazing. And I wanted to.
What's going on?
They cost us. They everything. They wanted better at what they did. They wanted to go in and charge the gross the entire time. Part of their life. And when they did that, we ended up giving them
Alright, hold on. I gotta let little man outside.
The franchises profitable and stable. And
Little man, you gotta go out, boy?
Smelling blood in the water. The sharks just started to
go outside.
Once they came in, they started making these companies churn out sequels and franchises like crazy. They still do to this very day. It's still very much a backbone of how these guys believe that they can make money. Notice that every single time they fail with live service, they immediately retreat back to the same tired-ass franchises that they've been pumping out for years. And it's largely destroyed a lot of those franchises because those games just haven't been made for us. They were games that were turned into nothing more than just media. These are outside influences that have nothing to do with the play. Everything that excites you is not exciting. Everything that excites the investor is not exciting. And as the games industry gets bigger, things have to become more influence. And because of that, fans are idiots. The funny thing is, this is only half the story. We have to do one good one. Ultimately, destroy it. It's a fight. It's bad. We're racing. The transformation from 2010 to 2019 brought a major wave of investment into gaming. You guys can see this across nearly every publicly traded company. It did more than just change how games made money. It re-engineered the relationship between the people that were making games and the people that were playing them, or better yet, who they were making those games for. Because the industry started to move away from selling standalone products and work towards what is better known as surrogатization, turning the games industry into an ongoing solution. Now, for players, that meant that these companies became increasingly leverage value extraction and satisfying walls. First place we saw this, Elden Ring was getting longer to the rise of the minimum viable product. And the investment before the play company that much profit, responsibility. They went in and hired creating specialized roles. They built increasing the portfolio of production population, characters, couple of people. Now they call the concept art, modeling, texture technicians, got rigging technicians, engineers, well, this improved the individual asset exponentially, but it also got money to as it wasn't true as the time went on, these publishers lawsuits now they're beginning to grow. DLC downloads have to gave them the infrastructure and option they could capital back. Before, you wanted to ship the game, well, you had to test that because the product turn it, all the game being lost. Now, they can ship on time and it's later. They can cut day one patches and day one contest. All of them sold separately. They can get unpaid testers while publishers still collecting revenue and staying on system.
I love what he just said right there. He said, players became unpaid testers. That's so true because of, you know, so often they have to patch games up later on and shit.
Yes, folks. I can have my friends play this part find space for what stuff are experience stuff value us no another way a lot of these companies look that's the running of actual services. 2013, Xbox now getting a lot of money to all looking to get the register television streaming services. Later that year, PlayStation put online multiplayer behind PlayStation Plus. They charged $12 for it. Historically, didn't charge anybody. Microtransactions became increasingly more normalized, and almost every single online multiplayer game had its own storefront. The game was no longer just something you bought, it was something that you were expected to keep spending on. At this point, the customer just stopped being the priority.
Is that where I came from, or is that where I need to go?
Leverage money to be able to please their shareholders. The industry started dragging out franchises, chopping those games up into pieces and selling them back to us. They had patches to be able to ship their games unfinished, and then they buried everything under subscriptions, storefronts, and services. Every single time we lost something, these companies seem to be rewarded with more.
That's where I came from.
Numbers kept going up. I had this realization recently that all we ever get right now is just bad news. There are still some highlights, mostly inside of indies.
You're gonna let him in.
But AAA has recently working every single year. And it took a long time for a lot of us to be able to notice this because it was gradually happening.
Come here, guys.
For 20 years. The reason it feels so much worse today is because the next 20 years of investment and Wall Street's
Love you guys.
ended up being live. And what you guessed it, Fortnite is a major reason why Fortnite took off in 2018, popularizing free-to-play battle passes and modern live service. Investors saw the future of reoccurring. They had no ceiling. Publishers began promising their own version of it. Then,
you want up here, boy?
On the fire, exponentially increasing Wall Street's influence, which is why we see it as oppressive as it is today. With everybody locked inside, gaming exploded. The media, the government were calling this the new normal. New consoles had launched, games had moved to $70, which showed even more confidence in the platforms. Wall Street projected impossible. Some firms saying that microtransactions were going to triple their revenue, and in some cases, the industry itself was going to quadruple in revenue in just 2 years. All the publishers went all in. The investment doubled, tripled in some cases. Hundreds of studios
coming up.
Working on live service games. And by 2024, nearly every single one in the industry.
I tried, boy. You know, sometimes, you know, you're unsure about yourself.
Lockdowns ended, all of the projections were wrong, people returned to their lives, growth slowed, but for whatever reason, investors and still expected a return. The industry had overextended itself, but now it had to actually pay for everything they had built. Live service bets they had made had failed. Many of these games had no clear audiences because they were actually built around investor expectations instead of actual players. They released and died or were canceled before they even made it out the door. After a decade of bending to these shareholders, expanding their teams and inflating their budgets, many AAA companies just lost their ability to understand what they were even making games for, who they were making games for. Even their single-player games struggled because, well, they just couldn't meet the financial expectations that had been attached to them because of all their investment. Xbox these off here is the last. As the last. Targets and the project. They got thousands of people. And as the industry started spinning out of control, it turned into a stage where as growth became harder to find that these companies were losing money, they needed to find more ways to get shareholders to make money, and well, they essentially ways to not those players and instead start looking for ways to make players more competitive. Hardware costs are rising. While sure these companies aren't necessarily thrilled about that, they are finding ways to use it. If you can't afford a console, then they can rent it to you, lease it to you, maybe bundle it into a payment plan. If you can't afford that, then maybe you can afford the cloud. If you can't afford the games, then you can have subscription. Creating for the games and charging for it. Yeah. The same thing is happening right now with business. It's getting rid of discs and Xbox working with access and plus. This is a game. Counting for maintain what you want to be sold, make it like somebody else, a digital game, and full price for years because nobody's actually seeing that it and the secondary market runs down. Even in the late what's for no possible. Everybody knows where that leads. Once there's no disc to actually return, playing for itself, most people are going to stop going towards it entirely, which is going to buy the console. There's no benefit to customers. It's for monthly platform holders. With their competition, and they're making their access. And there's one of the final. What makes matters worse is none of these companies are in it. This is just creating themselves. You're playing online without paying any money, like PlayStation or Nintendo. Now all three platforms charge to play online. Like Nintendo, whose price is at $80, gets much the first one to follow. Your Xbox One era, Microsoft trying to push digital licensing for trading games. PlayStation responded to one of the most legendary campaigns ever. Running the Xbox One, tell me how easy it was to get somebody to don't even spend their ownership because it gave them a competitive player, and they're all doing the exact same direction that Microsoft. This is what I mean by this company not they still compete over this platform loyalty, but for some internet work. But really, they all arrive at the exact same games. Paid online, higher prices, subscriptions, or details plus ownership, they don't need to sit all free on all that control. It's not in the store. As for moderation, kernel level anti-cheat, anti-virus, your personal information, age verification, all kinds of different games and platforms right now with very little pushback. Payment processing, storefronts for illegal content without any laws ever being passed. This industry wants more control. That's why the ESA and Video Games Europe are out here lobbying against stockpiling games and your right to ownership. Hell, they're even labeling private servers in Minecraft as illegal behavior. They want that control so they can monetize your access. EA is out here announcing EA advertising, allowing brands to place advertisements and content directly inside of its games. Now, your attention can be monetized and sold while you're playing. This is why I brought up the purpose statements at the beginning of the video. Every business exists to make money, but that's not supposed to be their only reason for existing. It's also supposed to be providing something useful to the people that are supporting it, and also the society that is allowing it to operate. Competition and regulation is supposed to keep these companies in check, especially when they actually start getting really successful. Keep them from becoming oppressive. Without those limits, these companies stop asking how they can serve their customers and start asking, well, how much value can we extract from them? How can we make them dependent on us? And
That's where the AAA industry is right now. Wall Street looked at the trust, loyalty, and communities these companies have spent decades building and reduced it all to recurring revenue, engagement, and growth. Chasing those numbers, publishers traded away their audiences that paid them value. They believe it infinitely scalable, but it has a ceiling. Currently, so many players, so much time in the day, so much money. Themselves and also the relationship. Higher industry level. Let the AAA spread itself around marketing players will outlast people buy games smaller teams have developed older games, physical collections, emulation, anything that still respects our time and money. This is why the average cost of games is going down, why indies are taking market share, and why less people are buying games overall. These companies think that they're going to take away our choices, and that's going to secure their future. In reality, all they did was just create their future for the next quarter. These companies used to inspire joy and...
All right, hold on. Before we get to that, let me get to another video, I guess. No.
Now we gotta go.
Okay. Subscriptions. Oh, this is Mug Thief. Alright, we could do Mug Thief.
403 subs.
Yeah, it went back up.
Expensive, I would say. I think most people would agree with that. And the fact that we've just had big news telling us that the PlayStation 6...
I told you it goes up and down, but eventually it trends up.
It's already immortalized. Game government in the games, new environments, it's still like even when people look towards the PC market.
You have to be positive, but the more you post, sometimes a dead sub will be like, yo, I want out. But then you find a new sub that's actually going to be engaging.
By the way, really quick, Steam Machine is like, if you're just a PC gaming, and a PC, I think the Steam Machine is great. You wanted to have access to its stuff. I think that stuff is all of it. The questions primarily, what do we do now? How do we usually do it? Buy games? Like, how do we do it? Or I guess, what's the future for video games? Well, that's why I'm here now. This place, not the usual. Showing you a lot of devices, like that go to which I received one so I received price that like $1,300, and I thought they were pretty expensive. And I actually got to use them and realized they were $1 for my PC device. That device is pretty good. So you really get it. You see, it's like great. It's like $2,500. I already established this thing is going up in a way that's not good. There's stuff like this, the eye and the cool thing about devices like these, like the Lenovo and the eye, and to a certain degree the Nintendo Switch too, is that they're all not the most powerful thing in the world, but that doesn't mean that they are not incredibly competent and useful gaming devices. Lenovo from 2005.
Was it this way?
I play Steam games on this. And even though there's a ton of different devices to play video games on, the most important portable device that we all know, the one that never leaves your side, yeah, that would be your phone. And that's where this video's sponsor comes in, Casetify.
I don't need no fucking
I use my phone for gaming.
Sponsor.
Steam Machine, even if it's not here to compete with the current consoles, are trying to break that idea and actually say, hey, no, you can play PC games anywhere. And that's what these devices are. And they also allow me to, like, take everything about my console experiences and take everything about my PC experience, take it with me wherever I want, plug it into a TV, and play a ton of...
Alright, let's move on.
next bit here. So we're talking about what's so even about backlash. Now, as you can tell, I'm currently not my typical spot. I'm actually a really weirdly fancy hotel room. Big flash house. I want to talk about backlash because for all it's been in airports and job lines and training, it's come up here to Montreal and accidents. But what is and they're trying to pretend it is happening. They're trying to see it. No, it makes fun. You got to come up with other products. In future, like they did, and routes to the internet. They're not letting it come on. You can't mention all the answers. They bring physical like their Xbox people things. Everybody is basically saying, so you can't do this thing. It's all I'm supposed to do things and move on. This is something that needs to be mentioned. Backlash. But let's take a look at this. They both today are not in that. And now we know what most people and let's get into the title of the So the other one, of course, for Alex Sturm is by another but just it's for game business themselves. Might be slowly fixed out for the next 15 to 20 years, but production getting zero choice in gamers or developers from that highlights that he set forth that is that if something come out and said, we have a it's something that's first-party downgrade developers without being no longer not this. It's cheaper for us, it's cheaper for you. I mean, they've been but people want to publish right? That's the purpose of their purpose. It's that the industry third-party developers is what it is all about. It's people that are third-party exclusives right now from PlayStation, but not by Sony. It's not about so exactly this is just like making that business right now. Yes, it's what the has been working since days and not the regular 8,000 copies they want to get runs every time we're on right here. You know, here, let's actually take a look at right here. What's the tweet get posted? And look at every smart one. It's like, hey, check out this new Byte Stick. And everyone's like, okay, wireless Byte Stick. Make it more fun.
What was that thing? Hopefully there aren't any more.
Let's see. Where to now? Is it this way? Oh. There we go. This is probably the last quest of the night for the king. That'll probably be it for tonight. Once I get... I mean, obviously I could stop at any time. I could stop right now if I wanted, but... we'll push on just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Alright, we have games being added to the Switch 2. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. I thought that was already on there. I think Wario Land 4 might be, I don't know, but I could have sworn it was already there. Maybe I memory hold it. I'm watching the Nintendo trailer right now. First game is Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. Then there's another Game Boy game, Fortified Zone, which I've never played before.
Sort of Hope 2.
Let me see what else there is. Fortified Zone doesn't look too bad. Sort of Hope 2, there, like you said, you like. Those are 3 Game Boy games. And Dr. Mario on the GBA.
And go to bed, GN.
Hey, wait a second. So you're telling me no freaking GameCube? No freaking GameCube. Are you serious? Alright, so as soon as this fight's over, Eli, I'm gonna save and quit anyway. As soon as this fight's over.
Exactly.
And, yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow, but holy crap, dude. 3 Game Boy games and a GBA game. Are you kidding me? I'm so tired of this shit. Alright, I'm gonna finish up this fight real quick and then I'm saving. Have a good night, man. Shit.
Nice try.
I have no potions left. Ah! Fuck! Oh, come on! Shit! Unbelievable! What a fight!
almost there.
Alright, we're gonna stop here, guys. With my health almost depleted all the way. Alright, I'll see y'all later.